There we go. So anyways, Bregman, as I was saying, how is your new computer sort of working for you? Good. Red 5, back me up. Loosen up. No. And then Evil Knights died. How the hell do you do that jump? I guess it's like that. Whee! There we go. Yeah, 5 is Skywalker, Evil Knights. I just didn't feel like quoting Luke Skywalker. It's not that much fun quoting Luke Skywalker. But I wanted to go to Toshi Station to pick up some power converters! Yeah, I can't quite. It's not as much fun. Alright, who here thinks I could actually get off the trick? I don't think I can. Nope! Yep. Didn't get it. Of course, I've only got like 2 people watching right now. Okay, 2 people who are talking. 3 people who are talking now. My god. Hey, Zeiss. Bowman! Holy moly. So in case anyone's curious what the hell, I just finished recording a video called Threshold. If you know what I'm talking about, then you probably know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, then you're screwed and will never understand the true power of Threshold's ability to destroy your mind. Seriously, I feel like I need some kind of brain bleach after that. So, long story short, I felt like just kind of relaxing for a bit. And I'd been thinking about doing a Q&A stream for a while. Anyways, so I figured I can do a Q&A while I'm, you know, playing Mario. And I've been wanting to get in some Mario World practice. Anyways. So why not? Damn it, this is another trick that I have trouble doing. Damn it. That's not the trick, in case you're wondering. By the way, would anyone like to guess how long... I didn't pull it off at all. Damn it, that trick is so irritating to pull off. Anyone like to guess how long my threshold rumination is? Seriously, this trick is actually really annoying to get off. God damn it. One hour, 1 minute, and 1 second. Wouldn't it be funnier if it was 1 hour, 11? Damn it! I even made it that time. 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. Oh, I give up, I give up. I have done this trick before. I just can't replicate it. See, the point is you jump up here, but you have to do it spinning, or when you've got the dash, and then you jump up to that block, which you can reach if you have the dash. Last Exile, it means you can ask me any question that you feel like asking, and I will answer it. It used to be a feature of mine back on my YouTube channel, until it became so overwhelming because people would ask me so many questions that I lost all my ability to do anything else, basically. There we go. Seriously, so many people asked so many questions. I could not keep up with that and doing my other videos at all. And it was beginning to eat up literally all of my spare time. You know, even time I would be spending doing things other than my YouTube channel. Answering and sorting and doing the Q&A videos. So I figured I'd go ahead and, you know, open the door in a slightly more limited fashion to people asking me Q&A videos again. Or Q&A questions again, excuse me. So anything you feel like asking me, I am, within reason, obligated to respond and be like, well, I think, blah, 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 blah. Damn it, I didn't get that trick off either. My threshold video is 1 hour and 42 minutes long. In case you're paying attention, that actually makes it my longest Voyager video to date. No, Lady Beep. I'll be paying attention to the news, but I'll actually be streaming. Even though about half my audience will not be here. But I do intend to pay attention to the news from BlizzCon, of course. I'm just as excited as everyone else. But, yeah. Come on. And yes, I actually know that, and in fact mentioned that during my video, Evil Knights. They won for the design team, the makeup artist team. Won one for excellent makeup, or outstanding makeup in a series. I believe was the specific award. You'll see, Elasticsaw. At least I hope you will. If you won't, well, then I'll be very sad. Hey, D. Cortez. And hey, Undead Elvis. Welcome back, yo. Let's see if I can pull this trick off. No! I screwed it up. See, the goal is you hit him, and then you hit him, and then you already have the fireballs going, and you knock him off like over the first 2 seconds. 24 people and no questions. I'm very confused by this. I knew it, D. Cortez. You like anime more than me? No, I'm kidding. Of course you do. It's actually done by professionals. When are you getting a D&D video? As soon as I start uploading all the other videos, Zeiss. Which would be as soon as I recover from my surgery. Yep. That's crazy, Bragwin. Who would play Mario World to relax? Some kind of crazed loon, that's who. Man, I used to be really good at this game. This is definitely a has-been situation. I really did used to be really good at this game, and now I'm just, like, stumbling through it. Oh! There we go. Damn it. No, the baseballs! The base... Oh, wow, I died 5 feet from the dead. Anyways, Bowman, no I do not. I actually had quite a bit of things that I would use for, props, for lack of a better way to put it. But that was when I was playing D&D in person. Obviously I don't do that anymore. So, I don't really use anything other than my descriptions and occasionally, an online spreadsheet for the grid. Which is my poor man's solution to that. Because there are some online programs and sites and whatnot that allow you to do grid stuff, but we've had a lot of problems with them. So... that said, Bowman, I actually really like the use of props in in-person D&D. So, go for it. Oh, screwed that up. I pretty much exclusively play online D&D at the moment. Nah, damn, I didn't mean to get that. The only D&D I don't play that's online is one-on-one with my sister. Anyways, what do I think about the new Star Wars movie? I think it'll probably suck. No, seriously, I'll talk about that more in a moment. But as far as will I be streaming on Christmas, I'll answer that much quicker. No. I will not be streaming on Christmas. I will actually be visiting my family for the first time in 4.5 years. And that is not an exaggeration. It has actually been that long. Mario World music, strangely addictive, despite being very simple. Get hit by a guy because you were throwing up the horns. Anyway, so roll d20 is one of those things you can use online, and it's also total crap. No. Seriously, total crap. I do not recommend it to anybody. Yay! Someone likes my Mass Effect videos, but none of my other videos. Hi, actually, I can't even read that. It's too light on my screen. True. I can't read it. Anyways, well, now that D. Cortez is gone, I'm gonna go and answer his question. I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Actually, I really didn't mean to do that. Whatever. I gotta... he said 14 years in response to Bowman, who hasn't seen his family in 14 years. Did I miss a question up there? Nope. Okay, good. Just D. Cortez's, which I'll get back to. Ah. It's kind of funny. Mario World is actually one of the most speedrun games there is. Like, seriously, it's one of the most commonly speedrun games. It's right up there with Ocarina of Time. And it's so speedrun that people are so accustomed to it at this point that people have not only mastered all the tricks, but they've started coming up with new categories for stuff to do because it just became too mastered. You know, people just got too good at just beating the game or just doing all the levels. 96 exits is what they call that. Yep, that guy is now stuck in there forever. Yes, that was intentional. I'm just kind of practicing my jumps here. Yeah. And back. And oh, damn it. Timed it wrong. Ah, well. So what about you, Zeiss? Does nobody have any questions for me? This is hilarious. Seriously, back when I used to do the Q&A actual videos, I could not get away from people asking me more and more and more questions about everything. It's hilarious. Oh, hang on. Mr. Fixit has a question. Well, see, the problem, Mr. Fixit, is there's actually two things about that. Number one... No pressure, Evil Knights. No, I haven't, Bowman. Oh, yes, I have, Bowman. Never mind. You're talking about the tabletop. In which case, yes, I have. Let's see if I can get the trick. Okay, I screwed up. Hang on. I want to try for this. There's literally a one-frame trick you can pull off here. And I didn't get it. Hey, generic user. My favorite animal? There's this woman named Sherston who is definitely my favorite animal. She's awesome. So, nihilism, right? The problem is there's actually two definitions of the word nihilism, and honestly, I say that because we don't actually have another definition for the other thing. Okay, it's like this. True nihilism is the literal nihilism, I guess would be probably a better way to put that, is the idea that humanity and humankind are inconsequential. And that's really all it comes down to when it's in a nutshell. You know, there's nothing really big and deep and involved in that. We are inconsequential insects. The universe doesn't care. Blah 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 blah. Right? And I actually don't agree with that at all. I suppose I should say, obviously. But that is nihilism in a nutshell. Now, the problem is, in fiction especially, we tend to have nihilistic, and I gotta add the quote-unquotes, oh, damn it, characters, and those aren't actually literally nihilistic. Rather, they are people who believe, you know, life should end for whatever reason. Whee! And, you know, that everything should be returned to a state of non-existence, that everything should be destroyed, because life sucks, and everything sucks, and therefore it would be a good thing for everything to be removed from existence. That's nihilism as it's generally applied in fiction. Now, true nihilism is something that's not actually done very often in fiction. And that's because it's actually kind of hard to pull off, all things considered. It's too easy for someone to appear nihilistic and not actually be. Ah, oh, damn it, really? And just be, you know, emo, for example, but there are still things they care about. Oh god, I just got hit because I'm an idiot. As for the cooking question, yes, I can and have cooked. And I can die to that fish. Dish I have mastered to the heavens. Ooh. Anything involving multiple things being combined together, I'm usually really good at that sort of thing. In any case, scroll up a bit here. Last XL, what I want them to announce at BlizzCon is what the next WoW expansion is going to be. I don't care about anything else at this point. Everything else is either announced already or something that doesn't really affect me. It would be nice to get some news about Reaper of Souls, but I'm already sold on that. It would be nice to get some news on Void of the, Legacy of the Void, but I'm already sold on that. So yeah, I would like to have more news about WoW. Just me. Whoops. Anyways, Mr. Fix-It. I don't know how to explain it past what I've already said. The idea... not really, Dr. Tot. However, if there are questions that are off-limits, and if I... You'll know because I will say I'm not going to answer that question, but I'm not going to put any rules out there. Anyways, what the hell was I saying? Hey, Junix. I don't know how to better explain that kind of nihilism beyond just saying the idea is that it's not necessarily evil, simply a belief in the way that reality is. If you understand me. Damn it, too far. I actually like Voyager, but I recommend you skip Threshold. You should watch my Threshold video, though. Yes, I know it's not out yet. But seriously, you should watch it. It's awesome. Fun fact about this game, the position of these guys is actually saved across all versions of them, so I actually screwed that up, but if I did that properly I could have used it to zip by. Ah, come on. There we go. Because if you'll notice, they're now in the exact same position right here. They're rotating a different way, but yeah. God, I gotta remember which one I actually want here. I think it's that one. Damn it. Oh well. No, no. Oh god. That nearly screwed up. What about your super awesome question? Super awesome, KJ. Hurry up. I tend to agree, Lewis. I'd just like to go on record and say I do not like Google+. I don't necessarily have anything against it, other than the fact that it's being shoved down my throat. Evil Knights, no, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. What are you talking about? Explain or be destroyed. See, the problem with that, Mr. Fix-It, is committing suicide in that case would be selfish. What they want is to actually better reality by removing everything from it. If you follow. D. Cortez, would you do me a favor and repeat your question? Please. Okay, quick question. How many of you, when you were playing this, used to try and play the game of seeing how many of these things you could actually get rid of? I screwed that up. Yep, one off. Look at that. One off. Anyways, how many used to play the game where you try to destroy as many of these as you could? Just like this right here, basically. I see I missed one, but I can recover that. There we go. And then we go up. We get all of these. And then up. No, no, no. Oh, damn it. And yeah, no, I've screwed up. Yes, D. Cortez, there's this video game you've probably never heard of called I Just Got Hit by a Koopa. It's a great mini-series. I strongly recommend it. No, seriously, though, Oh, God, really? Oh, God. There we go. But seriously, Final Fantasy VI was kind of that way for me. Babylon 5 was kind of that way for me. Ironic, because Babylon 5 has remained my favorite TV show, you know, in all the years since. Well, whatever, I'm just gonna die. Let's see if I can do this properly this time. This is much easier if you have a cape. Of course, this entire game is much easier if you have a cape. I just said TV series, D. Cortez. Pay attention, man. Jeez. Luke Cage, Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones. That sounds incredibly disinteresting. And actually, it's interesting that you even mentioned that, Krisusu, because I also try to avoid that sort of mindset in general. Because, I don't want to... Basically, I don't want to delve into fanboyism. I don't want to lock myself into something just because, you know, oh, this will never be surpassed or whatever, artificially thinking that. However, I have had that impression several times, and it's worth noting that for the most part I've actually been correct. No. Okay. Not what I was going for, but I'll live with that. If Square released random titles, would you play a Kefka's Funhouse? No, but I'll tell you what I was thinking about recently. I have random story ideas in my head every now and again, and one of them I had recently was, wouldn't it be awesome to have a movie about Kefka? Like, his whole life, from the beginning of his existence, you know, and then his normal life, and then the tragedy that befell him, and then his interactions in FF6 leading up to and culminating in his death, and that'd be the end of the movie. Am I the only one who'd like that? Maybe I'm just weird. Moving on. As far as the Lord of the Rings series, yes, I am definitely a huge fan. Have been ever since Peter Jackson's thing. Now, that may sound weird, because I'm an idiot. But, put simply, I like the Lord of the Rings trilogy movies better than I like the Lord of the Rings trilogy books. Just my opinion. I know a lot of people disagree with me on that. But, that is genuinely how I feel on the matter. I think, the movies are works of art, and incredible, and some of my favorite movies of all time. Arguably, my second favorite movie, if you want to call it as a single piece, of all time. So, heck yes, as they say. Oh well. That being said, I'm very much looking to The Hobbit Part 2, because I also really liked The Hobbit Part 1. There we go. In case anyone wondering what the hell I'm doing. Whee! Whoops. Put down the controller for a second. I feel like I missed a question before Dr. Totz's. Oh, the changes they made to Hobbit. I'm probably the only person who likes those two, but I don't want to get into that. Unless someone asks me about it, of course. Dr. Tot, how much would you have to donate? I don't know, but there is one thing worth noting. While I have access to a copy of Final Fantasy XIII, I do not have access to a copy of FF13 2 or 3. So, in order to have a stream of those, I'd kind of need someone to donate enough money to buy the games. If you follow, because I don't own them. So, that would be the required price. Oh god, are you kidding me? That being said, if you want me to stream 13, I don't know, it depends on how much is donated for that whenever I get to the marathon sometime. Well, I'm not going to say who my pick would be for playing Kefka, because you're just going to make fun of me. And I don't like being made fun of. Strange, I know. Oh, come on, I did it again. Same spot, too. No, it's not Morgan Freeman, I'm sorry. Sorry, Bragwin, I have no capacity to take your FF13-2 copy. You know, I've never actually beaten 13-2, like any of its endings. Never really cared enough, to be a little bit blunt. Who would direct it? Oh, that's easy. You need a real director for that. Which means me! Seriously, though, that'd be a lot of fun to direct. Did I just despawn him? God dang it. Damn it, Yoshi, you're making this difficult. Okay, you know what? New plan. Dive off to my death. It's one of the most irritating ones to get for me. I remember when I was young, it took me forever to get this. Anyway, so, D. Cortez, do I have any interest in socialized thrills? I kind of already covered this topic back in my Halloween video. But, general answer, no. Yeah, on occasion, yes, but generally, no. No, don't kill that one, too. Did I get any other questions there? I don't think so. No! Damn it. Well, I died, guys. I died playing the 9th hardest level in the game. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Chris Uso? It takes some really weird getting used to. It's strange going straight from any of the Mario games to any of the other Mario games, because the way he moves is always different. The Stanley Parable. What is the Stanley Parable? It's apparently a PC game. I think. This is recent. Came out in 2011. Interesting. I've never actually heard of this. Interesting. That would be an interesting game to stream based on what I just read very quickly. I guess spoiler alert, but I'm not sure it would be that stream worthy, but hell, I don't know. I don't watch streams. Well, I guess I do actually, but I don't watch that kind of streams. Anyways. Fun fact, if Yoshi eats a star, he instantly, becomes fully grown. If I was to see another Versus movie, which two characters from any piece of fiction would I want? Oh, that's easy. Wolverine versus the Hulk. Duh. That was a joke. I'd have to think about that. I'm actually usually one of those people who doesn't like versus movies, as far as movies and stuff go. I tend to like theoretical discussions about who would win in this versus that, because I find the engaging of my imagination, my theoretical capacity to conceive between the two settings and blah 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 blah. It's just something that's engaging to me, you know. Yeah, what would happen if blah? It's a very what if kind of a thing. That being said, I can tell you which one I would like to see the least. Superman versus anything. Seriously. Just get rid of that stuff. Bum, bum. Oh yeah, this one. In general, no. Damn it. Whatever. I'll accept it. No, that's literally not what I did. Okay, back at him. There we go. There we go. I'm actually still thinking about that. I'd probably go with something really cool. Something with a lot of cool factors. So, like, for example, Xemnas versus... I'm having a hard time coming up with one. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. God, I really can't think of anything. I'm sorry. I have failed you a question. In penance, I will suck for the rest of this game. And for the parts of the game that I've already played. Just for you, man. Totally not just sucking at the game in general or anything. You'd have to make an anime I actually like, D. Cortez. I totally screwed that up. Damn it. Got all the way there. I am well aware of Watch Dogs, Isaac, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. That being said, one thing I find very amusing about Watch Dogs is the fact that we know nothing about the story. Seriously, we know a lot about the premise, we know about the setting, we know about the gameplay. What do we know about the story of Watch Dogs? Nothing. It's in the future, and you're a hacker. That's what we know about the story. Oh my god, really? Anyways, actually, Junix... okay, let's scroll up. Undead Elvis, my rarest mount in WoW is probably, the... I actually can't think of it all of a sudden. The Amani Bear mount from the old Zulamon raid. Because, you know... because, you can't get that anymore. And I'm one of the people who got it. So, yeah. And now I've fallen behind on questions. Favorite FF boss fight? Final Fantasy IV DS, Golbez. Follow-ups, Omega, Final Fantasy V. And I guess that's it, actually, as far as my absolute favorites. What kind of genres do I like? Games I like. That's not me comping out, that is the truth. I generally don't care for genres, I like games. So, you name it. All of the above. The real Sephiroth did not die, no. Foul Spice. The real Sephiroth is still functional within the livestream, as of now. I just got the wrong guy. I need Why did you do that? I need that. No. Nope. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I'll use one of your shells then, bastards. Hang on just a second. I'm really sick of being on this level. I kind of want to get this over with, so I'm going to not be looking at chat for just a second. Finally! Anyways. So yeah, Sephiroth isn't dead. The cloud for next gen is going to be worthwhile anytime soon. No. Speaking as someone who, again, you know, works on that kind of thing, I'm going to say, no. We're still nowhere near making that actually functional for the cloud, except for save game kind of stuff. So here we are, last stage. Took me absolutely forever to get here. Guys, what should I go through? 1, 2, 3, and I think 4 is in this first one. Yep, 1, 2, 3, or 4. D. Cortez meant in terms of movies and TV shows. Again, I tend to like just about everything that is... well, I guess that's a total lie. I'm actually really picky. 3! I see a lot of 3s. We're going through 3. Again, it's the same answer, though, D. Cortez. There's no variance there. I like what I like. I don't like genres. It's the same for music, too. Oh, damn it. Do I think Yoshi likes to be ridden around? Yes, I think he does. I think it really adds to his sense of purpose and function. But let's also not forget, he's been doing this since, you know, Mario was a baby. Pretty used to it by now. Anyways, if they did something really stupid with the lore, would I quit? Well, Undead Elvis, let's see. How many stupid things have they done with the lore? No, in other words. Now, if we're talking monumentally stupid, well, you're going to have to come up with something, because I can't think of anything off the top of my head that would be qualifying. 5, 6, 7, and I believe 8 as well. Yep, 5, 6, 7, or 8, guys. Yes, Zeiss. In fact, one of the things my streamers tried to get me to do was think of a way I personally would do an actual true sequel to Final Fantasy VII. It was during my FF7 stream, as it happens. That's actually not a bad thought, Solid Snake, in all honesty. But he's not the only one Sephiroth is connected to, so shrugs. 1, 2, 3. More votes for 6 than for 5. Bringing Grom back would be monumentally stupid, but not stupid enough to make me quit, no. And even something like that could be done properly. It's unlikely. It's possible, though. New Year's resolution. I usually don't do those, but I got one for you right now. To finish the Kingdom Hearts series of Ruminations. Seriously, I swear I'm going to finish it, guys. And then I'm going to do the next series, which I've been very quiet about what I'm doing next. Hey, Jopa. I'm doing alright. I'm kind of trying to relax here. Because, I finished recording about a 2-hour movie earlier today. Video, whatever. And it took a bit out of me. Go figure. Damn it. Whatever, I'm small now. I can just hide here. Yes, I am, Isaac, and I disagree 100%. And I don't mean that just in terms of, you know, I like Mario. I genuinely do disagree with that theory. Yeah. And yeah, Raskor, that's pretty much my mindset on it in a nutshell. How many people thought it was really cool that this section had the lights out? Hands up. Damn it to hell. No, Dr. Tot. I actually need to finish playing Birth by Sleep in this recent playthrough before I can do that video, which is actually the thing that's been stopping me. In case anyone's wondering. No, I was too slow. Nope, Autumn Razor, no hints. Although I do have it planned. I know exactly which game series I want to do next. I guess I've technically already given you a hint because I've said it's a game series, not a game. So there's your hint. Enjoy. Oh, this one. Nope. Too slow. You really need to be booking to make that. No, I don't. Excuse me. Solid. Or Snake, whatever you want to be called. Hey, thank you for resetting the timer, Raskor. Thank God. I relax just a little bit every time that timer's reset. It's like, yes, I don't have to play that stupid game, because I'd have to stream it at this point. You know, back in the day, it was play it and then do a rumination of it. Now I'd have to actually stream it, and I'd be like, oh God, so here's The Witcher, guys. Sigh. Man, I'm really sucking here. So thank you, Raskor. Just for that, I will answer one other question of yours completely honestly, unless it's about what game series I'm doing next. Which I guess kind of defeats the point. I twitched, ironically. Nah, go, 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 go. There we go. Actually, Evil Knights, I don't get that reference. Help me out here. What is a donger? I probably do actually get that reference. I'm just not thinking about it right now because I've been screaming at my monitor for 2 hours. I'm kidding. That's not actually what I was doing. I was ruminating in a... Neither guy in the cardboard box, because I happen to like both pretty much equally, and I happen to dislike both pretty much equally. It's a LOL reference, got it. That's why I didn't get it. Yeah, actually, yeah, okay, yeah. Favorite hero? I'm guessing you mean from comics. I might have to actually think about that. But I'd have to say it's probably a tie between two heroes that are probably going to make you just roll your eyes because of how boring and standard of an answer it is. Superman, when written properly, and Captain America, when written properly. Favorite villain? Now that's actually a lot harder, because I like a lot. Yes please, sis. I didn't even see your name there. Make it not yellow! It's a lot harder because I tend to like a lot of villains in both Marvel and DC, much more than I like the good guys. And I mean, I'm not trying to make a joke with that. I just can't believe I just did that. Could somebody tell her yes, please? Can somebody type that out, please? Thank you, Sonic Doctor. Oh God, I'm all the way back here. Okay, you know what? I kind of want to relax and not do this, so... Yellow's really hard to read, so... Anyways, favorite villains. I'm so torn. I like the Joker when he's written properly. In fact, I'm told I can play the Joker really well myself. I like Lex Luthor when he's written very properly. I like Apocalypse when he is written properly, which is actually a lot of the time. The Age of Apocalypse, he was really interesting, and that whole Ensiba-Nur backstory thing in ancient Egypt was absolutely phenomenal. I loved that. I like Magneto when he's written properly. I like... Let me think about this for a moment, because I'm trying to think of the really, really good ones, you know, the ones I like. Oh my God. Speaking of which, actually, I think Nathaniel Essex, and I'm going to say it that way because I bet about half of you have no idea what I'm talking about, but Nathaniel Essex is another favorite villain of mine, always has been. Oh, damn it, I was reading chat. Very good, Undead Elvis, very good. See, Evil Knights and, Guy in the Cardboard Box, both of you, I gotta say, It's actually interesting because what the Joker is depends on his incarnation. That's one of the reasons why I tend to mention what that variance. It's funny because that's also true for most characters in comics. You know, who and what they are literally depends on the writer who's writing them, right? I mean, that's just kind of logical, and especially with so many decades of history going into them. But personally, I actually really like Hamill's impression of the Joker. In fact, that's basically what I tend to picture when I picture the Joker. That or my version of the Joker, which is a variant, or an interpretation, if you prefer, of Heath Ledger's The Joker. Yes, I know that sounds kind of contradictory, just bear with me here. There we go. I saw your question, Gamer Techno. Don't worry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just thinking and trying to catch up on questions. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Ah, damn. Okay, so... where was I? I guess that's enough good villains. Zeiss's question. Games of Future... not Games of Future Past. Days of Future Past, first of all, was an interesting storyline to begin with, if you're not aware of it. And... for that matter, there's also something else that fascinates me about Days of Future Past, and that's the fact that it's being done by the guy who actually did the good X-Men movies, as I like to say it. So I have a little bit more faith that it might be good, and they're also trying to basically uncon, you know, to write Wolverine, the origin movie, out of continuity, and I'm okay with that. So, sort of positive, but I've not really got my hopes up. What game world would I live in if you had the chance? Now that is an interesting question, Gamer Techno. And the reason why is because I have an entire category of discussion that I've had with my friends over the years with regards to that exact same question. And that category... yes, this is FF16. And that category is what I like to call the tier system. Anybody who's been a long-time viewer of my videos or of my stream probably knows exactly what I'm talking about with that. But to define it, Techno, if you've never read that or seen any of my stuff like that, the idea here is if you were to be transported into a fictional setting, there's several different tiers I've defined for how that transportation occurs. There's Tier 1, in which you, the literal physical person, are transported there, and there's nothing special happen at all. You get nothing. You are just you and your knowledge, and you're a regular, plain old human being who speaks whatever language you speak, you know. So obviously, okay, you know what I'm talking about then, Gamer Techno. Tier 4 is actually, yeah, Tier 4 is basically the holodeck, and Tier 5 is absolute control. So yeah, so which tier exactly is it you are asking me, Gamer Techno, would be my question to you, since you already know what I'm talking about. Now, Solid Snake, as far as the difference between mutants and superpowers, I tend to agree, actually. I get the prejudice allegory. I even agree with it when it was originally employed, but I have to agree that, for all intents and purposes, it is out of date as of now, and they really should just get rid of it. Ah, I screwed it up. That's just my opinion, but whatever. Now, don't even get me started about the Civil War. That was as good as it was terrible, to put it simply. So, I'm going to answer those two questions separately, from Last Exile and from Sonic Doctor. By the way, hi Omni. Last Exile, which power from the X-Men would I want? That's actually a tough one. A really tough one. Hey, Rory. But honestly, I would probably go ahead and go for Professor Xavier's in most incarnations. Wrong side. There we go. And the reason why is actually really simple. Because the power to literally be able to mentally connect with every single human being on the planet simultaneously, the power to be able to halt, basically to be able to mention, to be able to effectively pull a time stop, and the power to actually be able to psychically connect with people from another planet, and knowing just how wide and vast and distant space is, yeah, I'd probably go with that. I know that's kind of boring sounding, because I tend to pick the things that would be, when I'm asked a question like that, I tend to pick something that is, more useful than something that is more interesting, as weird as that probably sounds. So yeah, my automatic inclination would be to go towards something that would be the most useful power. Now, if you ask me the most interesting power, that's a different question. As for which superpower would I have if I could choose any superpower whatsoever, I actually have several picked out, believe it or not. Because I'm a geek. That's kind of what we do. We theory craft. So, that being said, one of the ones I picked out... Whoops, I can't eat those? Really? Oh, wow. Is the power to control metal directly and infinitely. That is to say, something that is similar to what Magneto does, but basically on not only a higher scale, but to a greater degree, and with less limitation. However, I would also lack the bonus powers he got from being able to manipulate magnetic fields directly. That's probably the weakest of the powers I would pick for myself if I was doing so. I could list the rest if you actually care about it. Meanwhile, Rasker would pick telekinesis, which is actually kind of cool, especially depending on the extent to which you do it. So, Gamertechno, you asked me Tier 5, which is actually fascinating, because that means literally free reign, whichever setting I want, and I can deal with it as I wish, and be myself, and have total control over it as I wish. And that is actually, ironically, a more difficult question for me than a lot of the lower tiers. Because at that point you're not asking me what do you want, or I guess the better way to put that is at that point you're putting forth an infinite amount of Legos in front of me, and you're saying make literally anything you want, and that actually is a much more difficult question for me to answer when I'm given total freedom. So I'm thinking about it. I was explaining why I'm still thinking about it. Well, I was thinking about it. We got Inception thinking about going on here. Whoops. Wait, really? There we go. Why does it keep doing that? Did I? Yeah, whatever, I'll look at that in a minute. If I just had any setting to explore to the infinite degree that Tier 5 allows, I would be very torn between two. One of them would be, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Azeroth, the World of Warcraft, etc. setting, and the other one would probably be Star Wars. Which NPC would I be in a game if I had to choose one? You're gonna have to narrow that one down for me, Sonic Doctor. That's a little too generic. Batman or Green Arrow? Green who? I'm sorry, I do know who Green Arrow is, but Batman's my pick. Even when he's... I'm not a huge Batman fan, but I do like him when he's written well. Favorite starter Pokemon from each generation that I've played, which is all of them except for most recent, but I gotta look them up, because I'm stupid. And I will be able to tell you exactly what my favorites are, and then you will be destroyed! Or by destroyed, I mean, yes, I know you cheated, Omni. You are damned forever. Generation 1, Bulbasaur, easily. Generation 2, I'm not counting the side games, by the way, like Yellow and the other one that was weird. Oh, well, whatever. So, Generation 1, Bulbasaur. Generation 2, Chikorita. Generation 3, you're going to make fun of me for this, but I actually went with Mudkip. And I really like Mudkip. Generation 4, I actually really liked Chimchar, mainly because Infernape was not only really awesome and cool, but just kind of had I don't know, an appeal factor to it. I don't know how to explain. Generation 5, I went with Snivy. You're probably noticing a trend here. Generation 6, I can actually already tell you which starter I will pick, and that will be Froakie. So I suppose there's your answer for all the generations. This is Halloween, pumpkins scream in the dead of night. This is Halloween, everybody make a scene, trick or treat till the neighbor's gonna die of fright. It's our town, everybody scream in this town of Halloween. I'm going to stop singing now. Whoops, somebody, hang on. I've fallen behind. I've really fallen behind, holy moly. We're just gonna let this thwomp get really frustrated while we read here. Oh, that sucks, Brigwin. For the character, it's actually an interesting concept. Pre-rebellion or post-rebellion? Ooh. Obviously, if I picked Star Wars in a Tier 5 setting, time, I wouldn't have to pick a time, because I could literally change times at will. That's part of the Tier 5 concept. However, I could tell you where I would start, and that would be pre-rebellion. Being present during and for the Galactic Civil War would be absolutely fascinating to me, to actually be a part of that. First to observe, and then to alter. Yes, I do, Autumn Razor. I think it's very likely they will put out a true Kingdom Hearts anthology at some point in time. Who would I cast as Mr. Sinister? Actually, I had a debate with that with a very big comic geek friend of mine named Sandra, who is a very awesome person, and I just lost my feather. She and I were debating that we both think Nathaniel Essex, Sinister, would not actually be a good enough villain to hold a movie completely by himself, that it would be better that if he was the main villain for a movie, but that he was very much a behind-the-scenes villain. And if you have to ask why, then you don't deserve to be part of this conversation. And we were debating who would play him, because we were debating that kind of thing. Now, that being said, I think the hero should very much be either Cyclops, Jean Grey, or some combination or setup thereof. Just my opinion on the matter. It just makes too much sense. I also think Nathaniel would very much have to be someone British, someone with a definite tonality to him. And I'm trying to remember the exact name of the actor that she mentioned. It was someone I didn't actually know. She's more versed in actors than I am. By the way, I agree. Age of Apocalypse is actually my favorite Marvel storyline ever, surpassing the Dark Phoenix saga, which I really like as well. Excuse me. So, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the gentleman. Gambit would also be an interesting character, although, let's be honest with ourselves, Gambit needs more movie exposure. His 5-minute cameo in Wolverine was insulting and pathetic. House of M wasn't bad, but it was more interesting than it was good, as weird as... And I say that every now and again, where something is an interesting concept, and it's just like... Well, they didn't really do as much with it as I wish they had. And I've lost some questions again. Hang on. Scroll. Scroll. Oh my god, I lost a lot of questions. I didn't even answer the original question. Who would cast as Mr. Sinister? Someone British. Actually, you know what? I know exactly who I'd cast as him. And this is going to sound a little stereotypical, but I do think he could pull this off. I would cast Benedict Cumberbatch. Forgive me if I'm saying his name incorrectly, as Nathaniel Essex. So, if I was in World of Warcraft, would I like to be a citizen, a quest giver, a horde leader, a shopkeeper, a tutorial mounted monsters, bosses? I would probably prefer to be either a leader, or someone who is otherwise in a position to actually be able to do or change things. It's just my opinion, my mentality, my mindset in general. So, someone of some significance who can actually move and shape the world, either with or while the heroes are otherwise occupied. Now, 50-year-old Ezio versus 50-year-old Altair, hunting each other in a neutral city. Ezio wins because Ezio was an insanely incredible fighter even at age 50, whereas Altair, if you'll remember, needed other people to do the fighting for him. However, I will actually agree with the answer that Solid Snake there gave. Altair probably would win if it was an assassination and he had advanced stuff. If I could pin a game storyline with full knowledge of what would happen, would I change anything? Depends on if I lacked the ability to revert gamer techno. And to explain what I mean, if I could enter FF6 and then the first time I enjoyed the world of FF6, I'd probably just go along for the ride. I know that game inside and out. Literally, I could repeat it almost verbatim. At what point in time I could literally quote the game, the entire script for you. So yeah, I just go through and I'll enjoy the ride. However, on future replays or re-enjoyments or whatever of the world, I would like to, yes, I would actually like to change things. Also, screw the Yuzun Vong. Star Wars prequels or originals? That's such a weird question, D. Cortez. What do you mean? I don't even understand that question. Unless you mean which do I prefer, in which case, duh is my answer. Alright, now. How often do you meet people who say that games are only for kids and adults who play them should grow up at last? It's funny, I was literally just talking about that today during my rumination video. So I don't actually encounter that as much as I used to. Maybe that's just because of the people I hang out with now. Maybe it's because the people I'm exposed to tend to be people who are like-minded. But nevertheless, overall, I don't really encounter that kind of person as much as I used to. So thank God for that. But I did used to encounter it a lot. Scrolling down a bit. Poor Creeper. He's dead now. He deserved to die, though, hoarding all that money. I remember the X-Men cartoon. That was funny. Which alignment should Xanon the Shadow Mage be? Neutral evil. If I could have any fictional character's life, who would I choose to have? Can I change their life, or am I a slave to what happened to them during the course of their existence? What is my favorite Metal Gear Solid character? Oh, I had to choose between the two, Big Boss or Solid Snake. And yes, 3 is my favorite game. I don't even have to answer that. I've said that a billion times. But I'd actually have to go with Big Boss, personally. I think he's more interesting. I think there's more depth to him. I think he has more humanization to him. I think he has more reasons for doing the things he does, etc., etc., etc. Also, same voice actor. Hey, Doomsphere Keeper. In Onslaught in a future movie. Assuming they use the exact Onslaught and don't reinterpret him from whatever series it was. That's actually a tough one. Because we're basically talking at that point voice actor. Damn it, really? Damn it, you keep asking me these questions that are really hard, Undead Ellis. And I keep getting stalled, like, well... I have no idea. I'm just gonna be honest, I really don't know. I think McAvoy, I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that right, could do a decent job. Honestly. I just have to... I'd have to think about that more, personally. Will I be getting FF10's Hardly Different remake? Very, very unlikely, no. I literally cannot think of any reason I would buy that. Am I a boss? No, unfortunately. I am the boss, however. If I have to... Oh, hang on, I lost a question up there. Would I prefer the new Star Wars movie take from the extended universe? Yes, I would prefer that they took from the extended universe, which they're not. However, that's also not 100% confirmed, because they keep changing their damn minds about what they're actually doing. So who knows what the hell they're doing. But I personally would like them to continue with the continuity that has been Star Wars for the last 30-ish years. 30 years of continuity that we've built up about that and invested in and cared about. I would rather you not just throw it away because... for no reason, too. They've not given any good reason to abandon it. Imagine. Oh my god. Okay, scroll back up. I have to... okay, D. Cortez, if I had to follow how their life played out, I would be very tempted by several individuals. I assume I can't cheat and make and choose a fictional character of my own divination. So I'd be very tempted by James Raynor, even though his story isn't done yet. I would be very tempted by Bowser from the Mario RPG series specifically. I would be very tempted by Emperor Palpatine. I would be very tempted by Xemnas specifically. Can't really think of any others off the top of my head that I'd really go for. Will I be doing any more videos on the Prime, and when you can buy the books 1 through 100 billion? Well, the books will not be for sale, I'm sure, because no one in the world's going to publish some nobody's ever heard about, except for you guys. No offense, you guys are awesome. I need to just put the game down, I'm falling behind. scroll back up. However, when I'll be doing more videos on it is debatable. I admittedly have kind of let the primes fall to the wayside because I've been working on so many other stories I've been doing. But it's really hard for me to sit down and write, especially since I have so little confidence in my own writing at this point in time. It's been so long since I've really sat down and actually written. So, I don't know. I'll work on it. If I could conversation with one fictional character, who would I talk to and what would you ask them? I would go to Commander Shepard, and I'd say, Shepard, just put the bullet in your own head. Seriously. Also, what is your favorite store on this station? I have read The Watchmen. I don't actually like his works in general, but I will admit that once upon a time, which is to say, like 15-ish, 10-ish years ago, he was actually very talented, so props. I can't think of the guy's name. You know who I'm talking about, the guy who did Watchmen. Not my style of thing, though. Not my thing. Oh god, okay. What setting do you think I care about the most? Oh, that's easy, Azeroth. That is so easy. I get so emotionally worked up about everything that happens in that setting. Hey, Rezaray. Nice to see you, even though you probably said hi like 10 minutes ago. I would also love to see Thrawn on the big screen, although picking an actor for him would be really hard, I'd just like to say. Would I be impressed if Star Wars 7 was as good as Star Trek 09? Yes, actually, and that is basically my expectation in a nutshell. However, I will have to say that some people may or may not be aware of this, but Abrams was basically already on the train to Star Wars Town when he was doing Star Trek 09. So, yeah, the joke that Star Trek 09 is a Star Wars demo reel isn't really a joke, so I am actually basically expecting that to be basically what we're getting. What are my thoughts on 1313's cancellation? Here are my thoughts on that. You probably didn't hear that. It pissed me off a lot, especially given the fact that they canned all of LucasArts. That pissed me off to such a severe degree that I was angry for several days after that. Moving on. Why is Chakotay in Janeway's jumpsuit? I'm very confused all of a sudden. Sonic Doctor, I'm really not that good of a writer. I know that sounds like anything, but I'm really not. So I don't think I could do justice to Dragon Age 3. Maybe if I had a team of people working with me, I might be able to contribute, but I'm not that good of a writer. Thoughts on the new Zelda? Yeah! I'm really looking forward to it. What is a Grand Magister in Warcraft? A Grand Magister is a generic title offered to anybody who has the political and economical backing in order to claim it. It's actually more of a title like a Lord of Nobility that just happens to be part of the Majory. I've actually heard of that theory too, Dr. Tot. All I'm going to say is, and I mean no disrespect, Kojima's a troll, okay? He really is. He is someone who has been trolling his fan base for years. So yeah, I actually really expect him to do something with David Hayter in the new Metal Gear Solids, and I'm fully expecting him to show up in some way or another. Alan Moore, thank you. See, exactly, Sonic Doctor. That's exactly what Shepard, just shoot yourself, okay? Just do it. Put us all out of your misery. What happens a Grand Magister from a Magister? More money and power. Do I believe in the Maker? You mean Anakin Skywalker? Somebody here needs to get that joke. Scrolling down. What's up, Banana Stan? Still catching up here. If I could create an evil Justice League type villain assemble from ensemble, I'm guessing is what you meant. Wait, from all fiction, who would be members? And who would be the leader? Oh God, I don't know, Bowman. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna pick all my favorites, cause screw it. We're gonna have Kefka, Emperor Palpatine, who's the leader, by the way. We're gonna have Sephiroth in there. We're gonna have Xehanort, his original form, the one voiced by Leonard Nimoy. We're gonna have oh damn, what's his frickin' name? Oh God, I have to look this up because this is bothering me. What is your name? Luca Blight. Luca Blight would be in it. It would also include Bowser, because Bowser should be there. It just wouldn't be a thing without Bowser. And I would also like to include I'm really torn on this last one, beefing a few. Let's go with... Oh, I can't think of his... Oh, God. My brain. Come on, brain. Why can't I remember names? Such an irritant sometimes. Delita Heral, or however the hell you pronounce his last name. Delita from Final Fantasy Tactics. That's the last one who'd be there. Okay. Okay, so... And yeah, by the way, I agree, Fitzcott. I think he will probably do a better job with Star Wars 7. Let's not forget that he was trying to do a series, too, and in fact, he will be working on this new Star Wars series from Last Word, and I actually think that'll be probably very good. Ben Affleck as Batman. The Afflan, or the Batfleck. There we go, the Batfleck. No thoughts whatsoever. However, I will say this. I have literally never in my entire life seen a movie I liked Ben Affleck in. Be nice to see the difference. Damn it, Brigwin, I don't want Kate Mulgrew. She's a great actress, but she's just not my type, okay? Why did they do that to him, Fearkeeper? Because they're psychotically evil. Seriously, though, there's been no good reason given. So, that's why it pissed me off so much. Malazan, Book of the Fallen. No, I have not, Archmagician. D. Cortez, no matter how many times you say it, it doesn't make it true. See you around, Sonic Doctor, and you're probably already gone by now. If game was made based on the Empire within my head, how would I go about it, and where can I buy it? Oh, God. If I had unlimited budget and resources, you have no idea how many games I'd make out of that. I would make so many games. I would love that so much. Because it would be games, plural. There's no way I could do that in one game. And it would be multiple genres. It would be genre crossing within each game. We would have, for example, Spaceborne RTS alongside ground-based RPG with real-time active combat like Kingdom Hearts or Secret of Mana style. There would also be the occasional turn-based stuff, which would be sort of 4X. Kind of grand strategy sort of thing. On top of that, there would be a great deal of storytelling in terms of, I guess, just plain storytelling. I guess that's obvious. I shouldn't really have to mention that. There would also be TIE Fighter style fighting game. Flight sims, which is another flight combat sims is another genre that is really unrepresented these days. So we'll definitely have that. At least those within the first game. Luca Blyde impersonation. I'd have to get his quote. Hang on a second. Let me pull up the quote I quoted. Because he has an awesome quote. As he's dying, actually. Oh, damn, this doesn't actually have his death quote in here. I guess there is this one. I don't want to yell this, though, because I don't want to wake up other people in the house, but... It took hundreds to kill me, but I killed humans by the thousands. I am sublime. I am the true face of evil. Something like that. Delete is awesome. The Millennium Falcon crew, Empire Strikes Back, has to carry the ring to Mordor, and the droids can't carry it. Who should hold it? That is so easy. Han Solo. Despite everything about him, Han Solo is actually the kind of guy who would have the mindset, the willpower, and the mentality to be able to resist that kind of temptation the longest. Easy answer. Second follow-up, Chewbacca. No, Lady Beep. Me and Sis have been pretty tight since forever. Sorry. What about Daredevil? Puh! Okay, next question. What do I think of the Call of Dutyization of modern FPS? Puh! Next question. What do I think of the Clone Wars series? I watched both the cartoon and the CGI. The cartoon was actually really good. It was only like 13 episodes, I think, but it was really, really good. The CGI is... there's only 3 types of CGI videos, or episodes that I saw. There's the ones that are abysmally, pathetically, disgustingly bad, ones that are so boring they're not worth watching, and then there's the rare third ones, which were really good. So, kind of weird, all over the place. Next rumination... Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. I would debate that Doom Fearkeeper because of various reasons I don't feel like going into, but I will agree that it was not as bad a game as some other games have been. Let's put it that way. That's as far as I'm willing to reach you. Do I think there's an element in for brainwashing? No, I don't. I just think that's your standard human need to try and cling to something greater than themselves because life is ultimately a very pathetic and depressing display of despair in the face of the reality that there's not really much we can do about our lives or our dreams or our hopes in order to actually accomplish anything, and therefore we like to cling to things in order to try and bring some further meaning or depth into our lives that doesn't actually exist. That's just my opinion. Luke Skywalker or Han Solo? Define the question. Hey, I'm at the down. I've reached the bottom of the chat. What didn't? No, I really didn't like the Daredevil movie. The only thing I liked about the Daredevil movie was, well, I guess there's two things. The guy playing the Kingpin, whose name I unfortunately can't think of. God rest him. Now that he's passed away, that really sucks. He was a great actor. But number two would be the guy who played Bullseye, who was probably the most enjoyable part about that whole movie. He was so wonderfully over the top and really getting into it. I like that. Most cringe-worthy gaming moment I have personally experienced. That's actually a tough one. I would say a tie off the top of my head between the Neverwinter Nights 2 ending, which I also was talking about today, and the big reveal in Star Ocean 3. Probably I'd give it to the Star Ocean one, because that bothered me so much I actually didn't finish the game. If the FF6 party has to carry the ring to Mordor, I like that. I'm gonna go with, in no particular order, Realm, Sabin, Edgar, and Mog as my picks. Night Rascor, I probably missed you. Okay, there's something for Snatchy Cactus, which isn't a question. Oh, you're welcome, Dr. Tot. I actually personally love Birth by Sleep. It's literally only real life that has been keeping me from replaying it, and I do want to finish playing it before I sit down and do a rumination. Michael Clark Duncan, that's his name. So, I'm really into it. I've got a lot to say about it, more than I thought I would, because I thought I was just going to be talking about how great the gameplay is, but interesting things about that. Damn it, Bragwin. We don't talk about our family's relations to that sort of thing. Zeiss, in response to you, because it's a good example for a lot of other things. It's like holding up, someone who cut off their hand and replaced it with the hand of Vecna. You just kind of keep referencing it so that other people know not to do that sort of thing. I have not actually played Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. It just didn't interest me. It was a cup of coffee for me, but someone bought it for me, so I do own it. So I will probably stream it at some point in the future because that's how it works. Am I looking forward to Tales of Symphonia HD? I didn't know they were making an HD version, so no. However, since I already own it, shrug. And now let's get back. Okay, I've caught up. Now let's see if we can beat the game with 90 seconds left, now that I've been standing here for so long. And by beat the game, I mean beat the level, obviously. Oh, shoot. No, you're not, D. Cortez. You are the only person who actually liked Mass Effect 3. I hope you enjoy the club, because it just consists of you. I'm not going to make this, even to the secret ending. Damn it! No, yeah, it's over. Come on. If you asked me to do a true, game review of Mass Effect 3 at this point in time, it would not be very positive. I would try to be fair. There were good moments in it, let's make that clear. But, well, enough said, I suppose. Oh, god damn it. Wow. No, Jopa. I'm not a big fan of 3D, and I don't think his usage of 3D really added anything to the movies at all. Or movie, I guess I should say. Soon to be movies. It comes out in December, doesn't it? I don't remember. Gravity. No, I have not. I am aware of what you're talking about. And... oh, I made it! Dude, I made it! Yes! I'm sorry, you have no idea how hard that trick is to pull off. It's literally a one-frame trick. I almost never get that jump. Yeah! Okay, so anyways, Gravity. No. And I don't actually intend to watch it. But interesting concepts, interesting ideas. I would never want to actually spend time in space, though, for real. I know just how horrifyingly terrifying space actually is. Thank you, come again. Actually, it's funny you say that, generic user Sam, because I thought the combat was one of the worst parts of Mass Effect 3. I felt like they really dropped the ball because Mass Effect 2 had so much superior combat, especially compared to Mass Effect 1, in my opinion. But let's not get into that. Resray is linking me something about Symphonia having an HD remake, which is cool. See, the reason I don't really care is because I already own Symphonia, so, you know. I mean, it's a great game, and it's great that other people can play it, but, like I said, I already own it. You're like asking me, do I intend to rebuy FF6, but there's nothing different about it? No, I already own FF6. I own 5 copies of FF6. And you may say, well, if you own 5 copies of 6, why won't you buy a 6th one? Because I was an idiot when I was younger, and a lot of these were gifted to me. Quid pro pro, except it doesn't actually apply in that situation. No! So anyways. Damnation. Really? We're gonna very boringly go down here. Anyways, so, if I had a chance to meet Sephiroth and he wouldn't kill me, would I take that chance? Yes, I would. I mean, hell, let's be honest with ourselves. Sephiroth wasn't always evil, after all. Wow, that jump button just didn't want to work there. Damn! Thought I could pull it off. I know a lot of people who think that, Brog. That's why I had to add that whole in my opinion thing, because I know a lot of people actually think, or I should say disagree with me, because I find Mass Effect 2 significantly superior to Mass Effect 1, but again, just my opinion. Which villain do I find the most tragic or sympathetic? Oh, there's a dozen. Dozen. I have no idea which I'd pick. God, I have no idea. I can't pick one. I'm sorry. I have failed a second question tonight because it has stumped me. Ah! Most tragic game character. Oh, see, that's just cheating, Algebin. Now you're just trying to make me fail. Oh, God. I don't know. Most tragic character? Well, actually, you know what? I do have an answer to that. Shion. Kingdom Hearts. There you go. There's my answer. Most tragic character. No! What would I ask Sephiroth? I have no idea. I would probably ask him something along the lines of, how do I use Materia 2? And where can I get some? If Genesis and Sephiroth were to fight to the death, I would put my money on Seph. While Genesis certainly had plenty going for him, Sephiroth was always the superior in terms of skill, and at certain points in time, the superior in terms of power. So definitely Sephiroth, and that's not just a popularity contest thing. Yeah, it sucks trying to get a hold of some of these games nowadays. It's one of the reasons I'm so in favor of emulation as a thing, because it's one of the only ways that gaming is being preserved, historically speaking. Because so much of it, I mean, I keep praising the Game Boy Advance version of FF6, for example, but you can't get a hold of that without spending a stupid amount of money on it nowadays. You know? Because cartridges get old, and they usually only have one print, so... Yeah, it sucks. Oh, yeah, the Xavier question's obvious. The brother at the end of 3. Which is unfortunate, because that means 3 is now continuity. Which sucks. I'm an idiot. I screwed that up. But whatever. 3's continuity. I guess I'll live with that, because I don't have a choice. Favorite villain protagonist? I don't understand that question. Give me an example, so I know what you're talking about. 30-second review of the multiplayer. I had more fun playing multiplayer Mass Effect 3 than I did the entire single-player game. That is not hyperbole. That is absolute truth. Whoops. Undead, you realize Sephiroth knows that too, right? Hello. What is?
A package.
It's a package from something I've never heard of. It's terrifying. There's pie! Pie. Pie! Oh, sorry. Hi.
Let me help with that.
No, it's okay. I got it. I just need to No, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Thank you. Oh, right. I should let go. Sorry. But yeah, I played the hell out of Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Like, I really, really did. Me and Pax played it a lot. And then they added stuff to make it cooler, and I played that cooler. Anyway, so, okay. Scroll up a bit, because I skipped a few questions here. Okay. I agree completely, Isaac, with the fact that Mass Effect 2 didn't really move the series or the grand scope of the plot that much. However, it did so fully at the expense of heavy degrees of characterization and really zooming in, really focusing on the individuals. And that, I think, is probably why I like Mass Effect 2 better than Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 1 was much more about the grand scope of the plot. Mass Effect 2 is very much about the people. There's a reason the loyalty missions dominate so much in Mass Effect 2, you know. Do I think Luigi has a brother complex? Of course I do. March or Nier? Who's March? Favorite anti-hero? Hell, I don't know. Magus from Chrono Trigger, or Janus if you prefer. If they created a Mario Kart or Final Fantasy, which character would I drive as? Either Kefka or, conversely, Zemus. Yeah, Krisusu, Suikoden 2 is a beautiful example. I still can't believe I lost my copy of Suikoden 2. I'm still upset about that. Rory, I don't understand, so I'm going to go look at that question right now. Give me a moment. I'm guessing that was in the Azeroth campaign thing. You're talking about everything that's happened in the entire world up to this point. Am I correct about that, Rory? In which case, that can wait. I am pseudo looking forward to Lord of Shadows 2. Hey, one. What's up? You still upset because of the shots?
No, I just woke up.
I should go back to sleep. Good night, little one. Whoops. Chat scrolled. Okay, so anyways, yeah, I liked Lord of Shadows. It wasn't a Castlevania game, but that didn't matter because I did actually like it, and I am looking forward to 2. And, Omni, if it makes you feel any better, it has the same problem on the PC. It's a matter of optimization and memory leaking. Nightmare for Elm Street on the SNES. No, I have not played that. Also, Light from Death Note is one of the most evil characters I've seen in most settings, so screw that guy. Pax occasionally does Jopa. Depends on his preference. Usually he sits in the chat and then talks with me in a private chat. Marcus's dad. And now people are arguing what an anti-hero means versus a villain protagonist. If I had to choose which to get bit by, which would I choose, Lycan or Nosferatu? It depends on your definitions, GamerTechno. Do you mind giving me some? Oh, that sucks, Krisusu. I'm so sorry. And now people are still arguing anti-hero and protagonist. Well, my favorite anti-hero is probably Janus, Chrono Trigger, like I just said. Favorite villain protagonist? I can't actually think of many examples of that, to be honest with you. Other than Light Yagami, who I hate. Psychotically evil bastard. Seriously, that guy had issues. I know some people have actually argued that Light, started off with good intentions. I actually usually really strenuously argue against that. It took him a grand total of almost no time at all, I don't know the exact numbers, to go from, I tried to do good with my last few moments in life, to, I will be the god of the new world. Seriously. And so much of it was about his ego and him winning and just, yeah, no, screw that guy. Ozymandias? I'm not actually 100% sure how to pronounce that. Best, you know what, Dr. Tot? I agree. I actually do. I'm not even being facetious. Guys, best villain protagonist, Sora, Kingdom Hearts 2. That man screwed up so many lives and so many people's existence, and basically lucked out and had other people fix things for him. And that's the only reason things weren't worse in that frickin' game. So yeah, Sora. Definitely. And that's not even counting his racism, or speciesism, excuse me, and his obvious stupidity. I have not actually seen the live-action Death Note films. I was never that interested in the Death Note series. I forgot to go back and... oh well. Alright guys, time for a stream chat question. Should I continue this path, or should I take the upper path? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then shame on you. Go play this game right now. It's frickin' Mario World. Most people think this is the best Mario game ever made. I'm actually not one of those people, but I do think it's one of the best, if not the actual best. There we go. Wolf transformation I control, and Vamp can live on animal blood. Alright, I hate to keep asking you for questions, Gamer Techno, but extent of powers? You can be general if you want, but... I may be visited by my sister soon. She just made a loud noise. I'm not sure what the heck is up there. Is it really Krasusu? Like, genuinely, or are you just trolling? You can tell me if you're just trolling. I won't hold it against you. I got this guy in here called Tall you've probably never heard of. If I was Sora in Kingdom Hearts, how would I respond to the organization approaching me? Knowing what I know, which is the defining variance there, because I have a brain, and Sora did not. It is, however, worth noting that, theoretically speaking, I could also be emotionally and mentally screwed up just like Sora was, for the other 3 reasons I already mentioned. Oh, the Skyrim versions? God, they're both so pathetic, though, in Skyrim. Can I choose neither? I can't believe I just did that. Well, you guys said the upper path, so I'm not going that way anyways. Man, they are just so pathetic. I guess I'll go with Vampire, for the reason that I just flipped a coin in my head and it turned up heads. D. Cortez, it feels that way because you like to voice unusual opinions, and therefore people tend to not agree with those opinions, as indeed most people don't agree with unusual opinions. For example, once upon a time, I said that I actually enjoyed Dragon Age 2, despite everything. That was a rather unusual opinion, which got me a lot of people disagreeing with me. Including you! You monster. Ah, damn it, I almost pulled that off. Those are actually my skulls, sorry. Oh, that sucks, Sean. Hope to see you soon. Would I be willing to do a stream of Mega Man 3? Absolutely. Mega Man 3, even though it's the most difficult for me to play, is arguably my favorite of the Mega Man series, the classic Mega Man. Interesting, Resurrect. Alright, Mariacal. Let's really strain credibility here. Gravity does not exist. Also, the sky is water. I haven't answered the Sora question yet, have I? If the organization had approached me, especially knowing everything I know, my first reaction would probably be to, God, I don't know. I'd actually have to kind of think about it, because it would be complicated. I couldn't just, you know, ignore them. I couldn't be kind to all of them, but at the same time, I would be much more kindly disposed than Sora was, and his bigotry. Especially, you know, given how much sympathy I have for so many other members. So, shrug, I guess. Non-answer, go! I'll tell you one thing I wouldn't have done. I wouldn't have gone and killed all of them. And I wouldn't have told them constantly how they don't actually exist. Oh, God. Wheatley! 2 reasons. 1, the voice actor. 2, he's much funnier. He's not the ultimate good guy, Dr. Todd. He's just the guy who gave me the name for the concept of the ultimate good guy. Big difference. Also, don't forget, there's no death in the Marioverse. There's only game overing. And if you doubt that, that's actually a part of continuity. Seriously. Damn it. Come back, Yoshi. Come back. Besides, I've actually answered that question before when I defined the Mario. Way back. This is the part where you say, I never saw that, because that was way back. Oh, okay. No sympathy for Larxene or Vexen. Yeah, those guys have their own issues, although I still feel bad exterminating Larxene, but that's just because, you know, it's a horrible way to die, I guess, would be the best way to put that. Or maybe the worst way to put that, I suppose. Yes, I own Xenoblade Chronicles. What? But yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles had a limited print run, and that's actually exactly why I bought it, even though I didn't technically have the money to spare at the time. So, I ended up getting it. That's not what I meant to do! Depends on which particular continuity you're talking about, Resurrect, because there are multiple for the Marioverse. Or the Marioverses, I guess, would actually be a better way to put that. So, depends. Favorite Disney film? Ooh, tough one. I'm tempted to say Emperor's New Groove, even though it's really, really, lighthearted and simple compared to most. However, I'm still technically going to go... I'm going to go ahead and say, a tie between, for totally different ideas, Emperor's New Groove and... Oh god, I'm way back here. And, Lion King. I know Lion King's kind of the stereotypical answer, but shrug. There are also several others I rather like. Aladdin, Hercules, and, Beauty and the Beast all come to mind. Yeah, I know, classics, but what do you want from me? As far as the actual favorites go. I actually like quite a few Disney films. Can't really avoid it, being around kids, but even ignoring that, I do actually genuinely enjoy quite a few. And I do so without shame. Good night, Autumn. Have a good one. Tomorrow, we'll learn that there's no WoW news, and they're not announcing anything good at BlizzCon, and it'll be terrible. Whoops. Wow, really? Harsh. How would I feel about genocide against the Koopa Troopa? God, no. Genocide is never the answer, unless it's the Daleks. Future... Oh, that's not a question to me. I think I missed a question. Excuse me. Oh, am I a patriot? Yes! I'm a patriot of the Empire. That probably sounds like a joke. That being said, I am actually very well versed in both history and politics, among other things. In real life, obviously. And long story short, I don't think any nation in this world actually deserves my loyalty. And that's just all I'm going to say about that. Yes, Jopa. Whoops. Yeah, that would suck, Krasusu, but it is also possible to happen, so shrug. What game will I be lore running next? The entire Final Fantasy series. All the way up D. Cortez. Most personally badass president of the U.S. Honestly, Teddy Roosevelt is kind of the easy answer to that, to be a little bit blunt. So I'm actually probably going to go ahead and go with that. However, I do have to add one other president, but I have to look up his name, so you'll have to give me just a moment. Give me a moment, seriously. This won't take me long. President Thomas J. Whitmore is definitely a possibility as well. Whose life would I rather live, Luke's or Han's, and why? Ooh. Isaac, do I have to... oh wait, actually that wasn't Isaac who asked that question. Last Exile, do I have to live their path in life, or do I get the ability to, you know, start with their life and then do something with it? Because that changes things a lot. In fact, it literally will completely change my answer. What is with all these frickin' Koopas? Oh, by the way, in response to someone earlier who said how easy this game is, I actually agree that that's a major problem with this game, is it's too easy to cheese. But if you're paying attention, I haven't been cheesing it at all, and that's very much by choice, and that's actually one thing I like about it. You can avoid cheesing it, and if you don't, it's actually a much more enjoyable game in my opinion, so, you know, woo! I should have taken that. Oh well. That is in fact exactly correct, Evil Knights, and no, Princess Leia has nothing to do with that. Stop being a perv. It literally has to do with Han Solo is a fascinating and extremely well-developed character, but Luke Skywalker, I could do so much more with the kind of power he has and the kind of potential he has, but his life was not a pleasant one, ever. So, yeah. So I guess nobody actually caught my reference of President Whitmore as being the most awesome president. Most terrifying infectious horde villain. And to me personally, honestly, I'm going to go with the Borg, to be honest with you. The Borg are horrifyingly terrifying for many really subtle and horrifying reasons. I'll talk about it when I get further into them in my Voyager ruminations, but... Yay, someone got it! But another... well, put simply, even if you are one of the one in a literal trillion few who actually escape the Borg Collective, you are still just as screwed as you were when you were before they got you, and after. Ah, damn it. There is no hope, no escape. You are... It's kind of hard to explain without really going into it, so I'm just going to kind of leave it be. But suffice to say that... Whew, that's just terrifying. Anyways, Last XL. Oh, I get to pick up from where we left off in last up. Oh, definitely Luke, then. I would use all of that power and do many, many things. No, no, no! Okay, I'll go with that. What? That's not me. President Whitmore is the president from Independence Day, played by Bill Pullman. AKA the best president ever. I should probably eat before my sister comes back and wonders why I'm not eating. Because it wants to kill me, Rory. Jopa, in regards to what? Who would win? Or which do I like better? Help me out here. Give me some context. And some, I almost said cauliflower. Broccoli. Remember, guys, buy SodaStream. Or, no, you know what? I take that back. Don't buy to SodaStream yet. SodaStream, give me endorsements. Give me ad money. Then everyone buy it so they think I'm being successful. Best potato chip sandwich soda combo? Let's see. For potato chip, let's go with Doritos Cool Ranch. For soda, we will definitely go with Coke, Lime Coke. And for sandwich, just a plain turkey sandwich, no sauce whatsoever, lots of veggies. See you around, D. Cortez. Remember, Mass Effect 3 sucked. Very important. Okay, Jopa, in order. Yes, I am streaming tomorrow, D. Cortez. I'm going to be streaming the end of Frozen Throne tomorrow. In a duel, tough one, but I'm going to give that to Revan. Mastery of the Force, Yoda, easily. In character development, difficult because both had a lot of character development, but both of them were not in their main things. Both of them were in books and whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and get that to Yoda, though, counting everything. Impact on the Star Wars universe, definitely Yoda. Easy answer there. See you around, Wrath. By the way, guys, I want you all to understand, Mass Effect 3 was not good. I'm just kidding. And I am genuinely just kidding, and you know why? Because I am lying. Mass Effect 3, in my opinion, was not good. I'm not going to enforce my opinion as literal fact. That would be literally contradictory to everything I believe in. No, thank you. Oh, okay, Wrath, gotcha. Underwater fortresses, hell yeah. What's up, Mariah Cole? Why do you feel hurt? Did you ask a question I missed? In which case I do apologize. It was not intentional, nor deliberate. Trying to get a power-up, I died 3 inches from the door. It's funny you ask that, Evil Knights, because I can answer you very specifically. First of all, I'll answer Reserway's question first, because it's much easier and quicker to answer. Yes, it was all EA. We kind of have that proven by now. This isn't a big deal. Hang on. The Mordant scene was awesome, Doomfear Keeper, and so was the Legion scene, and the Thane scene was alright. I can't point to any other good things. So, I do try Krasusu. I may not always succeed, but I do try. Oh, god dang it, really? Whatever. So, when did I feel the disappointment coming out of Mass Effect 3? I am one of the very, very few people who actually genuinely liked, the demo for Mass Effect 3, and I really liked the intro to the game. I liked it because I thought they were going in a different direction with it. I liked it because I thought they were setting the tone, which they weren't. I liked it because I thought it would be significant, which it wasn't. All of those things, as I've already just kind of emphasized, are not true. So I can tell you exactly when my disappointment set in. You hit Mars, and then I start choking to death. You hit Mars, and I can't think of her name. The woman who I left alive in Mass Effect 1, it was in Mass Effect 2, the lieutenant promoted. What the hell is her name? Oh my god, really? I'm gonna have to look this up. God, I just don't have any names today. What is your name? Well, it's... Okay, here we go. Ashley Williams, Chief Gunnery Agent. Ashley Williams. So here's the thing, okay? Ashley Williams starts talking, and so does Dudeface Bob. Actually, no, I'm lying. It was before that. We leave, and then there's a cutscene on the ship, and you have to tell idiot McDudeface, I can't think of his name either, but I don't care in this case, why you're doing this. Okay, that was when the big disappointment. It's like this. The disappointment started to do this, right? But I was still like, okay, whatever. And then I started doing the Mars mission, and it was all right. It was all right. We go inside. Ashley starts talking really, really stupidly. Another dip. And then I meet Liara. Now, this is when it really happened. This is the moment I lost hope for Mass Effect 3, and I'm not kidding. Because I actually had a relationship with Liara on my Shepherd, Zaydenra did. And one of the things they did well in Mass Effect 2 was when you met her, even though she had her other commitments, even though she was kind of cold, the first thing that happened when you two met each other was you embraced. And I liked that because it emphasized the fact that your decision to make that choice mattered, which is what Mass Effect 2 did very well. It's another reason why I like it, the personal impact and the fact that they bothered to add so many points to emphasize how much your choices mattered in Mass Effect 1. Then in Mass Effect 3, Liara shows up and says absolutely nothing regarding you or your choices about her or anything whatsoever, doesn't acknowledge anything, and just starts talking about the damn Crucible. That is the exact moment Mass Effect 3 failed, in my opinion, and when my overall disappointment, which at that point was still just kind of like, I was just kind of uneasy, chakong, that's when it plummeted. So, no offense to Freddie Prinze Jr., by the way. Vega, that was his name. I just think it was an unnecessary addition to the game. Just my opinion. Reznor! Or Laga Laga, or whatever his name is in Japan. Excuse me, name. So there's your answer. If I missed any questions, please repeat them. Because I don't like missing questions. Or bread. If she does lust lands, I am unaware of it. I'm not just saying that because I never saw it. God, I hated that freaking game. Honestly, Dr. Tot, no I can't. No I don't. And that is primarily because of the fact that we have had, I've talked about this before, we have such a glut of twists in all of our fiction that any twist is either going to be anticipated or just not going to have the impact it should because of the fact that it is a twist for absolutely no reason other reason whatsoever. What are you doing?
I was trying to make Mario jump.
There you go. Just for you. You going to bed? Are you okay? I heard a loud noise earlier. And it was definitely you. My ears are not that bad.
While I was coming up the stairs?
I have no idea, but it was...
Watch bit me while I was coming up the stairs. He did.
Oh, he really bit you?
Yeah, he actually bit me.
Why?
I was playing with him.
Oh, okay.
We were doing the fighting, jumping thing.
Hmm.
And then we were doing the chase thing.
Mm-hmm.
Running up the stairs, and he was like,
Nice. Good night, sis. I love you. I do have a question for you real quick. Dum, 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 dum.
I also need a bill.
Are these they? Yes. Yes. There's the one. These two I'm just keeping for paperwork. They're already paid. Tomorrow, or rather, let me rephrase my question. When do you want to start streaming Zelda? I would like to know whether I'm telling my people I'm starting Friday evening or Saturday, whenever. It is literally up to you. So if you don't tell me, then I'm going to tickle you. And then I'm going to get punched in the face, and it's going to hurt a lot because it's going to dislodge my neck. And then I'm going to be paralyzed. Ugh, paralyzed. Ugh, okay, I'm better. But seriously, though. When would you like to start? Tell me, 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 tell me.
I'm swollen.
I could tell. What's wrong?
I had 3 yeast rolls.
That would be why. Tell me, 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 tell me.
We will probably start. If we start tomorrow, it probably won't last very long.
Oh, you got it. Okay,
I have to
so
get up early.
Saturday we will begin streaming Zelda. There you go. Oh, hey, an idiot. Goodbye, idiot. Anyways, so we'll be starting Zelda.
Was that the real bacon donut?
Who?
Is that the real bacon donut?
I don't know who that is.
Bacon donut. The guy that streams, that streams. What's your face?
I have no idea, but he just
Minecraft.
called me a fag like 3 times in a row, so...
That wouldn't have been the real bacon donut.
Yeah, I somewhat doubt it. Also, it's spelled wrong.
Is it?
Don't.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyways, we'll be doing Zelda Saturday, which means Friday I will be finishing up Frozen Throne, for anybody who would like to see the last of that. And yes, I'll be doing the prize drawing then, so... Good night, sis. Whoa. No, okay, well I'm gonna play Mario.
The bacon donut is not live streaming. Cannot show you the bacon donut.
Good to know. Well, based on what you... if it's someone you watch, I sincerely doubt he's someone who would randomly show up on my stream and call me a fag for playing Mario.
No, I wouldn't watch that. I would show up on your stream and call you a fag for playing Mario.
Good to know. Bragwin says goodnight.
Good night, Bragwin. Waiting.
Aw, really? Really? You just turn around randomly? I know why he turned around. It was actually my fault. I misjumped. See, my sister does not know what Mario is. Because she only plays Mario 64.
Coin.
Okay, just for you. There you go. I got the coin. See you around, Jopa. Hi, the Shrike. What's up? And it's gone. No, Dr. Todd, I'm afraid not. Also, if you've watched all of my YouTube videos, you have seen my legs. See, I got all 5 just for you.
I have legs.
You are not allowed to show your legs.
Why not?
You know why.
Because there will be that random person who's a new person in chat and go, oh my god, is that your sister? She's hot.
Actually, that's usually not what they say first, if you remember.
No.
Yeah, oh my god, your girlfriend's totally hot. Or, oh my god, your wife is totally hot.
Well, we are all lovey-dovey.
That is true. Because apparently brothers and sisters have to, by writ law, be horrifying people. To each other, I mean.
That's why we're not real brothers and sisters.
Yes, we're actually
Just real
robot
brothers and
clones.
sisters.
See, what happened is...
What happened to those Koopas?
Well,
They got no shells on.
they gave up their shell for a cape, but then they lost their cape. See? Just happened to me. Except I didn't have a shell to begin with, but you get the point.
They're wearing underpants.
Thank you, Evil Knights, for proving my point. Oh, I told you I'd get the coin. Ah, damn it. Now I gotta go get the coin again. You know, actually, I got an excellent response to that, Evil Knights. Except I can't think of the guy's name, but basically, I'm going to call you the guy from Twilight. The, werewolf.
They look so weird without their shells. Oh.
You okay?
Yeah. I dropped my phone on my foot. That would be hilarious.
Why do you know that, Rory? Like, immediately? Or did you Google it? In which case, my respect for you has gone up another notch. As opposed to dropping 50 notches. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna ignore chat for a moment. Get through this level.
Because flying Goombas are stupid.
No! Okay, I died. So, someone just asked a question. Scroll up. Gamer Techno, I've always had my own definition of the Force. It's worth noting that I actually sat down and figured it out. Good night, dear. Actually, I'm going to save it for tomorrow. So I need to fridge it, but I'll do that when I'm done here. Actually, are you sleeping in the side room?
If I wasn't, I'll be walking right past that room.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Anyways, Gamer Techno, or whoever asked that, I actually sat down and counted. It was either 5 or 6, I don't remember anymore, times the definition of the Force has actually changed in Star Wars mythos in continuity. The most recent one being, you know, the one that we all hate. So I tend to prefer my own definition, which is kind of a mishmash of several of those. That's not your bed, you know. It's very comfy, though. So, I prefer to think of the Force as a completely neutral force, and that the dark and light side is actually just the way sentient life filters it through their own existence and their own perception. And I've always felt that, that is actually what created the light and dark side for real, if you know what I mean. In other words, you know, there was originally just the Force. It was completely neutral, but then, because so many people would interpret it through their own actions and whatnot, we have now the light side and the dark side as a resultant of that. And apparently the dark side, according to my sister, this is an expert opinion here, is red and lightning-y. So, do keep that in mind, okay? What? That is what you said, right? Yes. Lightning-y, yes, exactly. I love you.
I don't know how to say that word.
Full of lightning, I suppose, because there is no such word.
I shall give you one up.
No, not the one up! Not the one up!
Are you ready?
I'm ready!
You don't look ready.
I'm ready!
You really don't look ready.
I'm waiting! Ugh! Ugh!
You are now one up.
Yay, I have a one up. Anyways. But yeah, the idea here is also that there is actually a genuine... No. Don't throw George.
Flying away.
Please don't throw George. You'll hit my computer or monitor or something. I know you will. You will too. Watch. You're gonna hit it right now. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Oh my god.
Fail. Give me George.
Okay. George is very fluffy. Hi, George. George is waving. What the hell was I saying? Oh, right, okay, so, I'm sorry, to continue my answer about the Force, the idea here is that there is, in fact, a light side and a dark side that has come to be as a result of, you know, sentient life interacting with the Force, you know, the generic neutral Force, which, of course, still exists, and that's actually proven in several novels. And, I don't remember why I come over here, I really don't. Anyways, and so as a resultant thereof, the, whoops, there we go. Oh, that's why. The dark side is more appealing to people who are generally evil, because, you know, they're generally evil. You know what, I don't feel like getting into it. The end. Alright, so. Damn it, Rory. What is with you and werewolves, I swear? They suck in Skyrim, and you know it. Oh god, I'm running out of time. In a frickin' fortress level. Again. Werewolves in Morrowind. You know, I don't actually remember how powerful werewolves were in Morrowind. I really don't. I remember Skyrim, I'm sorry, I remember, vampires kind of sucked in, Morrowind to be one. And by kind of sucked, I mean really sucked. I agree, Rory. Oh, right, I'm fighting Ludwig, who is over here. Damn, didn't pull it off. There's a way to kill him there, without letting him do this thing. By the way, I agree. And by I agree, I mean, I guess I should say, duh, because it is simple factual true that werewolves can not suck without, mods. Or, I'm sorry, with mods. Bleh. Why would I want to dance with Ewoks? Anyways, do I have an opinion of goth subculture? Not really, Every. I know actually several goth people who are perfectly fine, ordinary, cool, awesome, otherwise perfectly decent people, you know? And I also know that there are goth people who are deserving of a shotgun to the face. You know, it just kind of varies. It's the same as all subcultures, really. As for why they take 3 hits, Bowman, that's easy. It's the rule of 3. If you don't know what the rule of 3 is, then you fail. And I will kill you. Hey, the Haze. What's up? Welcome to the forest of a lot of people when they first play this game. I have no idea where they're going. Yes, including me. Nope. Rule of 3. Whoops. Well, that went badly very quickly. This is actually where I used to farm lives in this game. I'm not sure what happened there. I'll look at the power-up still switching. Haze, we are doing a Q&A spectacular. Except earlier people were asking questions so fast and furious I fell behind. And then people stopped asking, so now I'm okay again. But you can keep asking. I'm okay. With more questions being asked. Oh, really? Favorite castle blow-up scene? That's actually a tough one. Honestly. I'd have to say either the one I just saw, or the one in, the last one, World 7. I'm just gonna hang out here for a moment. No, Doom Fear Keeper. That sounds incredibly stupid to me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound insulting, but I mean, really? Why would you ever judge someone based on the music they listen to? Now, that being said, I've actually been judged a lot for the music I listen to, so I suppose I've been on the receiving end of that specific thing, but still, it just does not make sense to me. You know, you listen to rock, or rap, or country, therefore you must clearly be a insert thing here. No. Ba-bum-bum-ba-ba-bum. Worst moment in the prequels? Or thing? Oh, you asked that earlier, didn't you, Gamer Techno? Alright. It's a shame D. Cortez isn't here for this, because this is actually relevant. I am one of the very, very few people I know who really liked Mario Sunshine. Like, really liked it. I thought it was one of the better Marios, 3D Marios, I should say. And I thought it was an absolute ball, a ton of fun. It had its flaws. But, I mean, duh, right? That being said, I really liked Mario Sunshine. It had wonderful level design. It had incredible music. It had a great sense of aesthetics. There was a very specific style to it, which I really got into. So, I actually was thinking about streaming Sunshine instead of this. The only reason I'm not is because that game is much harder, and I'm trying to relax after, you know, the nightmare that is Threshold. Worst moment in the prequels. I'm still thinking. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the lack of development of the romance between Anakin and Padme in Episode 2. I know that's kind of general thing, and that's that's not just one thing. It's, you know, a problem that just kind of was all over the place. But I'd probably put my money on that one if I had to. Should Sonic and Mario collaborate? Of course they should. And they have, successfully in the past. Especially now that they're run by the same company, basically. For me, as far as the 3D Marios go, personally, I would actually say, and this is another controversial opinion, again, it's a shame D. Cortez isn't here, I actually would probably put Mario Galaxy 2 as my favorite of the 3Ds, followed probably by Mario 64, but only the DS version. I do have to make that clear. I don't enjoy the original DS version nearly as much as I used to, and I can't replay it, basically, these days, except to suck at it. But the DS version made the game a lot easier to play. Well, not easier, it made it a lot smoother. It made it got rid of a lot of the issues the original had, and it added new content, and it just basically, it was a proper remake. It polished the game all over the place. So, the Mario Galaxy 2, Mario 64, and then I'd probably follow up with Sunshine, personally. Although, I will admit that, the other one, whose name I can't think of, Mario Galaxy 1 was also a phenomenal game. Damn, didn't pull it off. I got one of them. I got one of the jumps. Alright guys, so I want everyone in chat to affirm that Doom Fearkeeper is not evil because he likes metal music. He is evil because he is a cannibal. Okay? Anyways, hi Wilson, and hi Maz. Best soundtrack for a video game? Are you talking about, with regards to a single song? Because that would be Lufia 2. Or with regards to generalized across the entire game, because just about any game I know and like, actually there are songs in it I don't like, even for the stuff I really, really like Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy VI, Chrono Trigger. Yes, all the same composer there, by the way. I disagree on Dead Elvis, and the reason why is actually really simple. Because I think the love thing was more required and essential, something that should have been there, and therefore its misrepresentation was worse because of that. The midichlorians thing, by contrast, was introduced and then immediately forgotten, and never brought up again. And thank God for that. So, just my take on it. What do I think of the Fear games? They're alright. I think they need a little bit more work in the interactive part of interactive storytelling, and I don't find them particularly scary, so they're not really my thing. And I haven't actually played all of them, nor indeed have I played all the way through them for obvious reasons, because it's just not my thing. It's the coffee situation. But, nothing against them. I have nothing negative to say. Or no, net negative, I should say. Of course, Jopa. Anyone can use the Force. Depending on which particular version of the Force you're talking about. Which Zelda game has the strongest Ganon? Twilight Princess, in my opinion. Easily, actually. Oh, excuse me. No, I do not, Dr. Todd. Especially not now, since it's been made so smooth and easy to get into that game at this point in time. So, yeah. No. Oh, I like this stage. What can we do to spice things up? Let's have all the enemies approach you in bubbles. And if you pop the bubbles, Shazam! I'm sorry, I just really like this stage. Except I'm failing at the worst and easiest jump ever, but whatever. I used to do a challenge for myself to try and go through here while popping as few bubbles as possible. I've already kind of screwed it up. Wow, I died in the process. I actually wasn't thinking about PvP, admittedly. I probably should have, because he added the word competitive in there. But I actually do agree with what Krasusa said. What they've done with the game would allow damn it! Yeah, the barrier to entry to PvP right now is very low, and it's very easy to get your skills practiced up and worked on. And it's the easiest to level that it has been ever. Worst mainline numbered Mega Man. Are you talking about the originals? Mega Man 1 through 10? And Bass, and Rock and Bass. I can't remember that. Hey, Juggle Boy. Um, Mega Man 1. That's actually kind of an easy one. Mega Man 1, easily. I don't even feel like replaying Mega Man 1 these days. So as far as the Han Solo Luke thing, one of the big things has always been the idea that those who use the Force are those who have an innate talent for it, who are different, people who are different. You know, it's not just the fact that they're skilled or trained or whatever. They're someone who have the innate talent. So Han Solo, who has never, you know, had that talent innately, can't. If you follow me. That is just my opinion on the matter. Whether or not the actual answer is that, it depends on what, who and when you ask. Also, screw midichlorians. Why would anyone need to sleep, Omni? Haven't you ever heard of caffeine? I mean, really? What kind of person are you? Anyways. Oh, see you around, Gamer Techno. Sorry I missed you're already gone. Whatever. That's because, that also still makes sense to me, though, guy in the cardboard box, because blocking someone from reading you with the Force is not using the Force. It is preventing what they are trying to access with the Force, your mind. They could be the most powerful Force user in the world, but unless they know how to deal with your mind, unless they have the skill, the training, the willpower to overwhelm your willpower, it amounts to nothing. So, yeah, I still feel I'm firmly on the idea of that makes perfect sense, because they can't. Han Solo is someone who, let's be honest with ourselves, has a great deal of willpower. This man did receive personal torture at the hand of Darth Vader, let's not forget. So, that's my take on that. I feel like I skipped a question there. Oh, favorite vanilla instance and raid. Favorite instance? Oh, that's easy. Hey, look! It's our Papa John's spot again. There we go. I actually like Papa John's pizza, I'll be honest with you, but bots... yeah, no, go away. So, favorite vanilla instance is easily Stratholme, back when it was still a 15-man raid. But I'm still qualifying that as an instance. Favorite vanilla raid? Easily Noxoramus. Noxoramus was literally the most perfectly crafted raid ever. The problem was, it was so perfectly crafted that there's a reason only the top 0.1% of people ever got in there, and in fact, I never actually beat all of 40 Nox. So, yeah. So, what I'm saying here is I agree with the lessening of the mentality behind making easier versions of this stuff. But I have to give the credit to the game designers. That was the most just flawlessly tuned raid I'd ever seen, and still, to this day, have seen. Although a few individual bosses since then have been really, really, really well designed, like Uru in Sunwell, and the Lich King himself on Heroic, and Garrosh Hellscream is another good example of one, believe it or not, especially on Heroic. I should be using the trick. There we go. This castle's an interesting one for me, because I'm not really a very patient gamer, which is funny when you think about it. Damn it! And so I tend to do exactly what I just said. Anyways, did I miss any questions? Ask me questions, I demand it. It's all I live for, is answering questions of you guys. It's like speed, except not as crap. If you don't ask a question every 50 miles per hour, I'll explode. How was my day? It's actually an interesting one, Che Guevara, because I pretty much spent my entire day devoted towards making a single rumination video. And yesterday, too. That video was a Star Trek Voyager rumination for an episode called Threshold. If you know anything about that, the end. Now then, Dr. Tot, best and worst Pokemon game placed in a whole package. Ooh. Best of what I've played so far would actually be Platinum. Although, from what I understand, I have a feeling X and Y is actually going to overtake that. I haven't purchased X and Y yet, but, you know, everything I've heard about it is basically leaning towards that. Worst, and I know a lot of people are going to dislike me for this, but I'd have to go and say the original. Now, I can't really hold that against the original per se, but it is worth noting that, you know, all the problems with the original still do exist. Like, you know, the problems with the UI and the irritation in just playing the game in general. So, and on top of that, the original was really vague about a lot of stuff. So you just kind of had to know what was going on, you know, and know what stuff did, or else, you know, you were screwed, and it sucked. No! 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 Okay, I'm done. And yeah, that's exactly right, Restoration. The original Pokemons have aged very, very poorly. It's one of the reasons I'm glad that Generation 1 and Generation 2 both got proper remakes with on the DS, or on the GBA and the DS, excuse me. Because both of them really helped me enjoy those games again. Now, let's scroll up a bit, because that was like one question here. This is also a pretty good castle destruction. Would I choose to lead an army of men or females? Females, actually, and the reason why is I tend to get along better with women than men, ironically, because I know like 99% of my viewers are male, but most of my actual real-life friends are female percentage-wise. I only actually have 2 male friends in real life, I think. Yeah, 2. So, why do they bother, Rory? That's a good question. Why does anybody like to go ruin other people's day? I don't know. My opinion of the Yuzun Vong. I despised the Yuzun Vong, and not just because they were a type of villain I disliked. I felt like they were completely over the top and unnecessary, and frankly, I don't think they actually fit in Star Wars. I think it was like trying to add the aliens from Aliens into Star Trek. And actually, that's actually not even really a bad example of what I'm talking about, because that's pretty much exactly what they did. I felt like it was unmatched. I think it was poorly executed. I disliked everything about the Yuzun Vong. And in the Imperium, they don't exist. Let's just put it that way. What kind of player was I when I first started playing WoW? I was a long-time MMO player by that point, since I've been playing MMOs since Neverwinter Nights. How's that for a dated reference for you? So, I was pretty well experienced. That being said, I was still not used to the idea of actually devoting myself to an MMO. I mean, I'd played MMOs, like I just said, but I'd never actually sat down and really focused on mastering an MMO. WoW was the first MMO I'd really mastered. In fact, I actually went back to Asheron's Call while playing WoW after having mastered it, and then, you know, started working on mastering Asheron's Call, and that's when I really started getting good at that one, so go figure. Just most disappointing sequel I'd ever have the misfortune of watching. Gosh, I don't know. Damn it. Almost got it. I'm trying to think of some, because I know there's several. You know what, I'm just gonna... No, I don't want to do that. I was gonna say, I picked the easy way out and say, Attack of the Clones, but I don't want to take the easy way out. Let me think about this. There we go. I can't think of anything, I'm sorry. I give up. Third question that's defeated me. Have I read any Halo books? No, I have not. What does the number next to the power at the top mean? To power up. Let's go see what you're talking about. Oh, that's how many stars I have, which enables me to go to the side bonus thing that I just did. Which do I think has more girth? Mario! Because Luigi's the tall one. Ah, damn it. Almost made that work. Oh, there we go. That's actually a really good one. Jurassic Park 2. I'm gonna make that my answer. Ow, god damn it. Yeah, Jurassic Park 2. That's a good answer. Keeping in mind, I really like Jurassic Park 1. In fact, I would put it in my top 20 movies of all time. I really, really like Jurassic Park 1, despite its logical flaws, of which there are many. But Jurassic Park 2 was just, what? Really? And then, why? You know? Oh, right, I was supposed to... And then, of course, there was, you know, the Jurassic Park 3, which we don't talk about. Oh, damn it. Hey, Iron Madden. No, I did not, Resurrect. In fact, I really disliked it. Not as much as 2. The second one, Omni. It's just the religion for the 9 divides. I'm actually a little surprised it's never been a faction in any game since. Although, if you notice, Morrowind actually has the most factions of all of the Elder Scrolls games. Well, all the ones since then, I should say, to put that more accurately. You could join a lot of factions in Morrowind, and one of the reasons they could get away with that is a lot of them were mutually exclusive. You could only join 1 or 2 or whatever. That was close. What is your question, Iron Madden? And no, the answer is I am not looking forward to Jurassic Park 4. I'll give you the light gun thing. I really will. I can't believe I did that. Oh, I would definitely go with single-player games, especially to start, Lady Peep. Lady Beep, excuse me. I'm one of those people who thinks an MMO is a very particular type of game that is... not everything should or could be an MMO. And I'm also one of those people who thinks that we have too many MMOs. And that MMOs have just become too much of the next big thing, and it's become just a glut. And I'm not really saying that as of the last few years, I'm saying that more of the last decade. The last decade has seen just about everything become an MMO. For good and for bad, mostly for bad. So, yeah, no, I would not want to make an MMO, at least not to start. And yeah, I agree, Maz. In fact, you want to see something, you want to hear something that I think is really cool, Maz. I know special effects, you know, do not make or break a movie. However, I do have to give credit where credit is due. Because if you ever pay attention, watch Jurassic Park again sometime. Seriously, watch it. And pay attention to the CGI. That CGI holds up. However many, I don't know, it's been like 15 years since Jurassic Park came out. That CGI still looks good to this day. I mean, it doesn't look as good as some of the stuff we have today, but seriously. The fact that you can still look at the T-Rexes and be like, yeah, and actually fully believe that that's a T-Rex or a raptor or whatever, that is just astonishing to me. Damn it. I'm going to make this work. There we go. Top 3 favorite inspirational historical figures. None, and none. Fallout 2, 1 and 2 worth buying. If you can deal with the UI, yes. If you can't, no. That really is what it boils down to. It's a very hard game to go back to. It has not aged well, in my opinion. However, it is worth noting that Fallout 1 and 2 have absolutely phenomenal your choices matter. Characterization of even minor characters. I would call it plot, but it's more like plots, multiple plots. They really are great games, except for the gameplay. But that is, of course, just my opinion. And by the way, Leslands, let's make this clear. It would be actually really cool if Jurassic Park 4 succeeded. That would be awesome, I think. So I thought I saw an airbender whoa question in there, but I seem to have misplaced it. So if you'd like to repeat yourself, oh god. Nosgoth. Oh, I'm not there yet. Need to wait. Hey, Reaper. The Reapers are coming. The Reapers are coming. Resurrect, I'm actually not going to do a rumination of New Vegas. Pause for a moment. I'm going to do a New Vegas full lore run. Well, actually, that's a lie. I'm going to do a New Vegas full lore run, but I have to be honest with you. I do not know the Fallout setting as well as I do other things, so it's going to be more a pseudo rumination of New Vegas. Plus all the DLCs, of course. Have I watched Last Avatar: The Last? No, I'm not really into Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm aware of it, you know, but... Oops, I think I went in too early. Damn it. Damn it, 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 damn it. Anyways, yes, Omni, all houses... It's not even the houses, Omni. All of the... Virtually all the organizations in Morrowind support slavery. It's part of their thing there as being hideously evil. It's okay, though. They kind of got it. How you... oh, have you? You're asking me have. No, I've never fallen in love with a video game character. I've also never fallen in love with a fictional video game character. I'm going to answer you, but I'm going to say it in a way that's going to sound really condescending, Lady Beep, so please forgive me. I know what love actually means, and therefore I know it's actually impossible to fall in love with a fictional character. Because that kind of connection cannot exist with someone who does not reciprocate. Now, that being said, if you want to redefine your question as, have you ever had a crush on, or have you ever been infatuated with, or have you ever found attractive, or have you ever found, you know, I'm sorry, I gotta rephrase it. Have you ever found physically attractive, have you ever found mentally attractive fictional character? Those are different questions. But, yeah. Sorry, just kind of practicing here. The Morag Tong. Yeah, let's not talk about those guys. If I could have any weapon from a video game crafted for myself, which one would it be? Ooh. That is such a tough one, Reaper. That is such a tough one. I'm not going to cheat and say a Super Star Destroyer. Because I'd need a crew to craft, to wield it. However, the Dark Brotherhood are Omni, easily. Whoops, damn it. You can tell I'm really not paying attention to the game at this point. You know what, I don't even feel like playing Mario World anymore. This has been fun, but I'm in the hard levels now, and I don't feel like trying anymore, so... what's something easy I can just go casually play while I answer people? Yeah, alright. So anyways, honestly, it depends, because my answer is one of two. I would either choose Frostborn at its full potential, or... Oh yeah, that's the stream game. That's the other stream game. Those are fun streams. Oh hey, we're at the last boss. I guess that makes sense, because this was the stream save. I didn't want to actually do this. Wait, I know what I can do. No, Miracle, I hate this game. I'm kidding. This is my favorite game of all time, and my favorite work of fiction of all time. Yes, really. So yeah, I'd go with Frostborn, or this awesome music. See, the thing is, a Keyblade is actually interesting, but it depends on how you define a Keyblade, as weird as that may sound. Hey look, it's Gawa. Let's go level up Gawa real quick. So, see, the catch is, if a Keyblade is truly representative of the power you have innately and the strength of your soul, or your heart, or however you want to define that, I don't actually know if I have that powerful of a soul or a heart, so I'm not sure how strong my Keyblade would be, but theoretically it could be, you know, massively powerful, right? However, I know exactly what the power is of the Frostmourne, so, you know, shrug, I guess is what I'm getting for here. Anyways. It's a shame. Wait, do X-Bags stack? I don't think they do. Not like I need them for anything else. Did I not get an economizer in this one? Well, shoot. Nah. No, I would not, Yachman. I'm not that interested in having my own Yoshi. I haven't heard specifics yet, Wilson. Just rumors, so can't speak for legitimacy yet. Okay, so I'm going to pause the questions for just a second. How many of you guys out there used to play this game and just do this for like a while and just enjoy flying around because this was so cool back in the day? And now, next question. How many of you also imagined the wind in your hair while you were doing it? Because you're a total loser like I am. Nah, I'm kidding. You guys aren't losers. But me, total loser. Actually, to be honest with you, I've done this in FF9 as well. It didn't really work in FF7. FF7 didn't have the same punch to it, in my opinion. But in FF6 I did this, and in FF9 I did this. Didn't really do it in FF8 either. There wasn't a lot of airship section of that. I agree, Maz. This is such an awesome song. Oh, hey, Topaz. Hopefully it will not take you long to recover from your surgery. I'm so sorry, Wilson. I'm sorry, Evil Knights. If it makes you feel any better, you're not more competent. But it's okay. No one else is either. Thanks, Reaper. I hope it will go well, too. Who knows? Oh, right, I didn't do anything with her in this one. Tell me you know Ice 3. You don't know Ice 3. Oh my god, that's right. This is that playthrough where I didn't do anything with Setzer. See you around, Doom Fearkeeper. Oh, this sucks. I agree, Jason 4. Such an awesome moment in this game. In a game of awesome moments, if someone asked me what my favorite moment is in FF6, I literally could not answer them. There's simply too many to choose from. Which is kind of rare for me. Some games, some things have, you know, multiple awesome moments, but this one had dozens. And let's teach you Ultima, because hey, why not? I'm sorry, Bowman, what was the question? I hate having to cheat this, but apparently this is my second speed run where I didn't actually max any of my characters. Oh, gotcha, Bowman. What do I think about Capcom losing money? It's kind of a pity, because, you know, they really have it coming, and I hate them. But at the same time, I have no desire to see people lose their jobs over something like that, so I do feel pity for them. Shrug. Honestly, guy in the cardboard box, it bothers me, but for the obvious reasons. I don't know if you're aware of this, and I talked about this during my Kingdom Hearts 2 stream. Tetsuya Nomura actually started his career in properly in FF6, and he designed Setzer. And so Setzer was like the beginning of his Square career. Did I just berserk him? Oh my god, I did. Anyways, so my point is Setzer was really important to him. And even with that going for him, he had to argue and 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 argue just to get Setzer in the game at all, because they were so against the idea of anyone prior to FF7 being in the Kingdom Hearts series. And that just pisses me off, especially since I'm pretty sure that it's pretty obvious why that is. But whatever. Oh, I agree, Bowman. Although I like 9s as well. Actually, you know what? I just realized I have an answer for you, Bowman, for my favorite moment in FF6. It's a tough one, because it's one of my favorite moments, but I think it edges out the others. God, I'm actually getting teared up literally just thinking about it. During the ending, when... Oh, wow. When Celis starts to fall, and Locke rushes to grab her, and he says, I won't drop you," and then pauses, and then the music crescendos when he says, "I promise." That line is so simple, and yet everything about it is the full culmination of all that Locke has gone through before the game even began, and all that we learn about him throughout the game. And that is the full circle for Locke and his entire character arc and everything that he is, and his refusal to accept anything about the despair or the hopeless situation that he had been existing under for years up until that point. So... Evil Knights? It's easy. 6. Number 1. Easy. Best game. Or I guess on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the best. FF6 would be 5. FF7 would be 3. FF8 would be 1. Despite the fact that I like it, it's still a 1 on this particular category. FF9 would be a 4, and FF10 would also be a 1. Maybe a 2. Maybe. But then again, I've been getting weird lately. Because I know a lot of people... I don't feel like talking about it. So anyways, which company should acquire Capcom? I actually already have an answer to that, Luzlands. Nintendo should acquire Capcom. Ah, yes, Kuragama. I know what you're talking about. The CGI scene just after we failed to rescue her. I thought that was actually a really awesome scene and very well done. And I'm now dead. Oh. Come on. Finish me off. I'm dead. Total pain. No trace of them was ever found. And then we're at the last boss. I don't really feel playing FF6 either right now. I mean, I know that sounds weird, but I don't feel like getting invested into it. What's something simple? Something quick and easy I could play. Something that doesn't make me want to kill myself. Do I like to sleep? I actually hate sleeping. And I mean that not just in general. I genuinely find it a waste of time, a waste of interest, a waste of everything. I really, really wish I did not have to sleep, and it bothers me that I do. Alright, let's play Bulletstorm. Here we go. Playing Bulletstorm by Enix. Alright, anyone guess the game before I fired it up? Anyone? 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 Okay, this is your last chance. Anybody? Nope, okay, nobody got it. You all suck. Close, Iron Man. Very close. Ogre Battle, very good. Alright, what's my name? Oh, wait. I am male. Most rage-worthy moment in my video game career. That's actually kind of a tough one, because Mass Effect 3 kind of wins that one just by default. But, Shoot, I didn't see the question. I guess we'll go with efficiency. Most rage-worthy moment. Honestly, guy in the cardboard box, there's two ways to define that. One is, you know, which thing pissed me off the most, and one is which one frustrated me the most to make myself fling, you know, my controller at the screen or whatever. Favorite city in Morrowind? Vivek. No, that's a total lie, actually. I suddenly can't think of the name of it. It's the place I always called home in Morrowind. Man, let me pull up a map really quick here. A map with labels, preferably. Seriously? Wait, this might have one. Balmora is what I'm thinking of. Balmora is my favorite city in Morrowind. It's always been the place I've called home when I play Morrowind, and that is Zemus' home. Favorite Dwemer ruin? Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the one where you found the sword. I can't think of its damn name. The artifact sword. I don't know if I could ruminate this game, Iron Man. It's a hard game to ruminate. Worst and best video game pun. Hi, Tall. And hello, Nancy. Best video game pun. The entire Dragon Quest series. Worst video game pun. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Sort of, Rory. Actually, your input prior to it determines what will happen. So, you know, shrug, as they say. I know. I'm trying to remember the controls here. It's been a little while. There we go. Whee. Fun fact, doing this actually does slow the game down because the game has a hard time processing the actions of the units while doing this. I'd say that's useful, but it's actually not. Because there's nothing you can do while you're doing this. So, you know, you're just wasting time, basically. Oh, god dang it. I didn't think I'd actually do this first. Fine. Damn it, Bragon. Don't abandon me. So, do anyone have any questions I missed? Hopefully not. And by hopefully not, I mean I hope I didn't miss any. Hey, Tomoko. Or Tomok Zero, depending on how you want me to pronounce that. Liberation. I love you too, Tomoko. At least assuming you're a sentient life. If you're not, then, you know, sorry, but I'm not into that. Ah, damn it. Irritating things in video games. The fact that you're mashing A, and the button is always automatically on yes, repeat it. And then it frustrates you because you already repeated it once and you didn't want to, and then so you're mashing A even faster, and then you do it a second time. Yes, I have played the Total War games. My favorite is actually, excuse me, my favorite is actually, the American colonialism era one. That was actually a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed that. I don't actually understand your comment, Lady Beep. What do you mean? I don't think I've been doing anything to indicate boredom. Oh, you mean because I've been yawning. Wait, really? Fine. Nope, nope. I am actually quite tired today. Favorite military of history? You mean the actual organization? It's an interesting concept. Fire Emblem Awakening, is that the new one on the 3DS? In which case, no, I've actually only played the demo. I don't have the money to, you know, buy it, and there's a lot of other games I'd want to buy before it, but it is pretty awesome. And of course, I've always had a fondness for the Fire Emblem. Damn it! I just did it again! I've always had a fondness for the Fire Emblem series. No. I'm gonna go with Navy. Oh, you mean... Damn it, Evil Knights. Okay. No, I have not tried the Zelda mod for Total War, though I know what you're talking about. Let me think. Yeah, blah 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 blah. No, God, I hit repeat. Damn it, why did I hit repeat? Why? No. Oh. Damn it, what have I... Oh, for God's sake. Anywho. Most interesting military in history. Honestly, I'm gonna give that to the Soviet forces during World War II. No, I do not, Lady Beep. I'm sorry. Besides, no one would want to send me stuff anyways. Send me Pokemon XY! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Krasusu, this game is kind of hard to understand, especially since it doesn't tell you a lot of the stuff about it. But it is an extremely complicated game. Like, really, this is a very complicated game, and I'm not kidding, I'm not trying to oversell it. When I was playing this game on the stream the other day, I was talking about it in relation to Mass Effect 3, actually, because this game is actually a game where all your choices do actually matter. Like, seriously, just about everything you do in this game affects the outcome and the setup of the game. By the way, sorry guys, I don't go on dates with viewers. Can't mix business and pleasure. Sorry. Just doesn't work that way. Worst Zelda game ever that actually exists, Che Guevara? Legend of Zelda 1. As I wait for everyone in the chat to stab me in the face for that. What's senpai mean? I mean, I know generically, but what does it actually mean? If anybody here knows, of course. If you don't, then I'll just kill you. Finally! I feel like Zelda 1 has not aged as well as any of the other Zelda games have. And I simply don't enjoy the gameplay as much as I otherwise would like to. And on top of that is the fact that it's never actually received a proper remake. I can go back and actually enjoy Zelda 2 right now, but I cannot go back and re-enjoy Zelda 1. I know that I'm very alone in that opinion, and trust me, I've gotten a lot of crap for that, but that is just kind of the way I think on the matter. So apparently senpai means many things. Damn it, Japanese, why do all your words mean many things different depending on the tonality and the situation and the context? English is totally not like that. safe. Dragon Crisis is crap. And Dragonauts is crap. No, I have no idea. Exactly, Jopa. Soon we will all know the true standard of the Empire. Yeah, lands. Go get some X-Plons. The story in this game, it's actually kind of weird because it's simultaneously extensive and not, Wilson. Basically, by the way, I'm sorry, Tomoko, I actually do not have a heart. However, I will say your name again. Tomoko. Which I'm probably pronouncing wrong, in which case I do apologize. Lol. Brig one. Where was I? Oh, okay, so the reason this game is interesting is because, as far as a main plot, there isn't really enough there to really call a plot. I mean, there is, but it's literally an evil empire is invaded, and we are fighting back in order to re-liberate it, and also, this is after the Ogre Wars and the Ogre Battle actually happened, and, oh, right, there's a demon involved. That's really it. However, what this game does have a lot of is setting. There is a lot of development for the areas and for the lore and for the species and for the individuals. So that's one of the reasons I would be very hesitant to do a rumination of this game, because I would have to cover all of, you know, the cultures and the people and the locations and all of the backstory that goes into this game, which is extensive to say the least. Isn't it great, Tall? Look, I'm about to jump. Watch, watch. Super slow jump. And then back down. Maybe Lady Beat? Although I did actually dance in, the rumination I did today. I did a lot of things in the rumination I did today. I mean, it was 2 hours long. So I guess, duh, but seriously. Anyways, this is Ogre Battle, Dr. Todd. I just kind of felt like playing something casual while I answered questions, although I haven't really gotten a lot of questions lately. I haven't uploaded it yet, Lady B. I don't know when I'm going to upload it. Actually, I guess I should tell everyone here, sneak preview. Everyone here, I actually don't really plan on uploading any of my main... Exactly, Kursusu. I don't actually have any real intention of uploading any of my main videos, my Oblivion, my D&D, my Voyager, and of course the Birth by Sleep video. What? Bandit it is. Haven't you ever played this game? I don't really intend to upload any of those until after my surgery, and the reason why is actually very simple. From what I understand, my recovery time is going to both be about 2 weeks long, and on top of that, I'm going to, it's very, very unlikely that I will be up to either streaming or doing any videos. I might be up to streaming, but that is very much a maybe. And so rather than... What I'm trying to do is I'm recording several videos. I've already got like 12 saved up as of now, and I'm going to be uploading them after the surgery has started, so that way you guys will still have stuff to watch. My surgery is happening next Tuesday morning. As for the, which rumination is, it is of a Star Trek episode, Star Trek Voyager episode, called Threshold. If that doesn't mean anything to you, well, it will after you watch that. Yeah, weird, isn't it, Topaz? Yeah, go ahead, Tomoko. Everyone can ask a question. You might not get an answer. You might not like the answer, but you can definitely ask me. Thank you, Bandit King. Yeah, I always liked that they added the little voice clips in this. I don't think Kurogama was listening to me. Oh, never mind. Maybe he's just delayed on the chat. But yeah, the Threshold video is almost 2 hours long. Oh, Predator. Easily. Fun fact. I spent 2 days preparing for the Threshold video. Seriously. And when I got to the point where I actually had to sit down and actually watch the video right before doing it, I delayed doing so for a grand total of 5 hours. Because I wanted to watch it so little. And, well, put simply, you know what, I don't want to spoil anything. We'll just leave it be. Well, I hope you like them, Krasusu. You know, because I keep doing them. Durgil, I'm not disinterested in Batman Arkham Origins, but A, I have a lot of other games that I'm very, very interested in that are out now that I don't really have the money for, and B, thank you. No, seriously though. B, I already have, it doesn't strike me as a game that I'm that interested in, put simply. You know what I mean? So, it is a game I'll probably buy someday, but I doubt I'll buy it before it's, you know, $5 or $10 or whatever. Evil Knights, you cannot buy me any games because the only games that are actually I'm interested in right now is there's actually only really one that I really, really, really want to pick up. And the other one I don't think is out on the PC yet. Put simply, there's a game out that you may or may not have heard called Pokemon Y, specifically is the one I want. And I really, really, really can't afford that right now. I owe in the 4 digits so far, and I haven't actually got in for my surgery yet, so yeah. There's also Assassin's Creed 4, but I need to finish 3 before I do that. And there's like, I don't know, there's like 12 other games that have already come out and have been out, and I just haven't had the money to pick up, so. I've heard that opinion before, Kurogama. Or Kuroguma? Anyways, I've heard that opinion before, the idea that, you know, Arkham Origins is basically just the same game again with some new content, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, but that's also part of why I'm willing to wait until it's on sale. Well, not only do I want Y for that, but the most of the Mega Evolutions you have in Y appeal to me more, personally. I don't know if I could do a rumination on any given Pokemon game. It's not really a game that fits the mold of ruminations, you know? So, I don't know, Dr. Todd? Because the whole point of a rumination is not just to review... I'm sorry, Miracle, I saw your question earlier, I just didn't answer it in time. No, I don't use Z-SNES, I use SNES 9X, because I used to do TASs quite a lot. And obviously I don't anymore. Last one I did was... actually, I'm still working on that one, isn't it? I've got 3 I'm kind of working on in the process. Oh, Talion! FF4DS. Not only is it a proper remake and super awesome, FF4DS, in my opinion, is the actual best remake I've ever seen of any game ever. And I mean that sincerely. It is what I use as the model of what a proper remake should be. And I absolutely love FF4 on the DS, and I like to replay it every now and again. But yeah, I use SNES 9X, like I said. Omni, I actually saw your thing about the bug. I'm actually aware of that bug. So, there's that bug. It sucks. See you around, Bowman. See you around, Bowman. Excuse me. I guess I could... See, the problem is... The whole point about a rumination is to really go in-depth about the game and why it is the way it is, why it is interesting, why it's good, you know, discuss the characters, discuss the themes. What are the themes of Pokemon, you know, what are the development, what are the characters? Now granted, the Pokemon series, in my opinion, has been doing nothing but improving as time goes on. And I mean that sincerely. But, ultimately, whoops. There we go. Ultimately, I just feel like I'd be floundering, and I don't think I would be do a good enough job of doing a rumination for it, which is one of the reasons I hesitate to do so. I'll consider it. I'll think about it. Of course I did, Dirgil. It was also a half-hour rumination, one of my shortest ever. I actually felt really embarrassed by that. In fact, I actually thought that was one of my worst ruminations I've ever done. I thought about not uploading it. I'll take that as a compliment, Kurogama. Kuroguma! Damn it, I don't know why I keep saying that wrong. I apologize. I guess that's a good thing, Bragwin. Uh-oh, it's an octopus. Kill the woman! She's a witch, so she actually can be pretty mean in the back row. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's exactly what she can do. And it got my heavy hitter. Oh well. I guess I could do that, something like that, Panda King. Hey, Akalaka. One Laka. Which spin-off, Wilson? Oh, jeez. Well, that's the end of my turn. And they're gonna retreat. Careful there, Akalaka. If you push it, I'm just start calling you Akka. What do I want for Christmas? To be alive. Of that list, solid. I would go with Crate first, followed by Malik, followed by Scion, followed by the Emperor, and lastly Nihilus. Wait, which Emperor? Oh, that one, Wilson. I wish they'd done more with it. I wish they could have done more with it. Not a lot of people know this, you probably already do, but actually, Bester was going to be the big villain of that. And, of course, they never even got around to introducing him because the series got cancelled and fell over, so shrug. Excuse me, who would win in a fight? Well, gee, let's see. Magical creatures or the ability to bombard a planet into dust from space. Yeah, I'm gonna give that to Star Trek. That's what I thought you meant, solid. So yeah, I would put Emperor. Crate, Malik, Scion, Palpatine, and then Nihilus last, in order from most to least. IMO. Besides, Lady Beep, you don't want to give me something unless I do something to earn it, right? My ethnicity? You say that, Akka, but don't forget that when it comes down to it, I could probably beat an Arceus with a decently set up other character. But Star Trek could still bombard the planet from space, so Star Trek still wins. That's just a silly question. Final Fantasy meets StarCraft. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, don't forget that a lot of the Pokemon that are super strong and legendary are super strong and legendary in myth, and some of them don't actually have that kind of power for real. Also, Star Trek has Q. So, no, Star Trek still wins. Horde versus Terrans? The Terrans. Easy. Even if you define that as the demonic horde. Necrons versus the Reapers. Reapers. Necrons are ground-based. These are easy, guys. Come on. Now, if you're asking, do I think Final Fantasy would work in a RTS format, the answer is actually yes. I think that would be really cool. And if you ask me to prove that, I point to a game called Final Fantasy Tactics. Did I play FF12 Revenant Stupidity? Unfortunately, yes. However, well, actually, I don't know anybody who likes it. I never finished it, to be honest with you. It never interested me enough to do so. And she's dead. And he's dead. Shepard versus the Warden. Are you talking about my Shepard and my Warden? Because that does change the question a little bit. Star Trek or Star Wars, who would win? Star Wars, easily. Yes, people have actually done the math. Yes, Star Wars would win. Don't feel like going into it. Femship versus Ripley? Femship. No offense to Ripley. Shadows. I'm assuming you mean the Shadows from Babylon 5. Good night, Lady Beep. In that case, I would still probably go ahead and give that to the Reapers. Okay, Zaydenra versus Zagmus, which makes no sense because they're literally on the same side. However, Zagmus would win by a landslide. One 100 Spas Marines. Gotta say that right. Versus Spartan 4s. Actually, Solid Snake's answer is pretty accurate. The 4s. I was just gonna go with power. Unlimited power. Except I can't actually do it full thing. I'm probably gonna go and go with the Space Marines, assuming we're talking about Warhammer 40k. Because I know exactly how brutally powerful those guys actually are in lore. Favorite food and thing to eat. Certain types of sushi. Also people. It puts the strawberry jam on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. No, I do not, Undead Elvis, but at the same time, yes, I do. It's kind of debatable, admittedly. What I mean by that is, I think it was a bad idea to begin with, however, I do think they bothered to explain it properly. So, I'm going to go ahead and, in the end, say, yes, he does fit, he does work, he does have his purpose. I just think that their original concept was failed, basically. Hey, Dragera. I like Solidus too, by the way, let's make that clear. So, Space Marines versus the Jedi. Which Jedi? As far as Cloud of Darkness versus Ultimecia, well, let me pull up my Dissidia game really quick and just... No, I'm kidding. I would go ahead and say... Honestly, that's kind of a tough one, but it depends on if Cloud of Darkness is actually trying her hardest. And if she is, then Cloud of Darkness wins. Sorry. Solid Snake versus Batman ground battle. Batman, sorry. I hate to say that because I get sick of the Batman wins every fight arguments, but I think Bats would win that. Batman versus Sephiroth. Well, that's a lot easier because Sephiroth would destroy Batman. Yoda's generation? Oh, easily the non-Jedi. Hang on. What are they called again? You asked about the Space Marines. Yeah, the Space Marines would crush the hell out of those Jedi. First video game I ever beat. Well, that depends on what you define by beat. And I know that sounds like I'm cheaping out, but honestly it kind of does, because that answer is either Pac-Man, which, as you know, you can't actually beat, or Super Mario Brothers, the original. Because the problem is, if you count Pac-Man, then you also have to count all the games I beat after that, like Centipede and whatnot. But if you don't, then the next game that counts would be Super Mario Brothers. So all the games I played back then that didn't actually end, Berserk is a good example of that. They don't really count. So the first game that I played that actually ended would be Super Mario Brothers, the original. Revan versus the Exile versus Starkiller. I'm actually going to give that one to Revan, personally. Although I will admit Starkiller is so ludicrously overpowered that it is debatable. Because Starkiller is stupidly overpowered, and that's one of the reasons why that game is fun. It's just irritating from a lore perspective. Starscreen and Twilight Sparkle. I don't know who those people are. Sephiroth versus Superman. Superman. Never, ever, ever ask one about Superman, because I guarantee you the answer will always be Superman. Ultimecia versus Kuja. Kuja. Someone asked a tournament question. Where was it? There it is. In a tournament of all the final bosses of the FF games, who would be in the final battle and who would win? The final matchup would be between... Well, see, Kuja doesn't count, because Kuja isn't the final boss, so he doesn't count. So the easy answer's out. Sin isn't the final boss either, so he doesn't count either. So we get rid of the two most powered individuals right off the bat. And who's left, actually? Let me think about that. I'm going to go ahead and give that to X-Death versus Emperor Mateus, and I think X-Death would actually win it in the end. The Emperor, for the Emperor, is someone who I think was still an evil person, but in the setting of Warhammer was probably one of the most good people around, and probably would be very, very pissed off to know exactly how screwed up his empire has become in his absence. And that's my opinion on the Emperor of Man in the nutshell. I should stop doing that. I'm freezing the game. Sephiroth versus Sin. Tough one, but I'm actually going to give that one to Sephiroth for endurance and mobility, basically. The strongest character in the entire FF series. Strongest individual character? That's a tough one, Bennett, but honestly, that one's kind of a tough one, but I'm actually going to go ahead and give that to well, it's actually kind of... I'm really, really torn on this, but I'm going to go ahead and give that to Kuja. Superman versus anything. Superman wins. Seriously. I could even give you a legitimate argument if I actually felt like it, which I do not. I am that much of a geek to understand just how ridiculously overpowered Superman is. Yes, he did, Reaper. And the only reason he didn't destroy the other one was he thought that destroying a planet was too small scale for him. No, Dragira, see, the problem is you don't really understand that Superman can ignore his weaknesses. Superman's power is best described as how much he's willing to try at any given point in time. Sorry, but that's really what it comes down to. So, yeah. Oh, gotcha, Reaper. It's always nice to be referenced. So anyways, yeah, Superman should not be counted in any verses, and I want to make this clear. I do genuinely mean that. It's one of the most common ones I've ever heard. You know, Superman versus blah, and my response is always, why? What's the point in even thinking about that? It's like asking who wins, everything ever or a bucket of water. And even that isn't fully getting the contrast apart, you know? Whatever. You get my point. Metapod versus Kakuna. The answer? No one. We all lose. Superman versus Superman. Same answer, ironically. We all lose. So anyways, let's I don't mind thinking about versus things, because I know enough about various geek things that I can actually try and debate it without popularity contest things. Which is, I think, what too many versus discussions boil down to. Who do you like more? But personally, I always get irritated when a versus discussion gets down to that. I prefer to think of it as who would win, genuinely, legitimately, based on certain circumstances. So, but I do not like adding Superman into that because it's just such a no. Manhattan versus Doctor Who. Manhattan first, Kuraguma. But then Doctor Who would have had some clever plan in mind, which means he would have actually won in the long run. Hey Zed, what's up? Yes I have, Dragera. Dante versus Diablo? Diablo. Easy. Oh, congrats, Omni. And that workaround is called using the console command on the PC version, because you're playing the PC version, right? Like a good person would. I'm sorry. Nothing positive, Dragura. That's my response. Nothing positive. Dante versus Cloud? I'm gonna give that to Dante. Excuse me. Dr. Tot, that's easy. The darkness is gonna win, and that's gonna be the big twist of the game. Yes, love can bloom, even on the battlefield. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Now, this is the first map that actually challenges you at all in this game, in case anyone's actually wondering. But not really. At least if you know what you're doing. Which, admittedly, I'm completely lazy moding this, so I might actually lose on this map. Yes, I know, Omni, that was the joke. You still suck. No, I'm kidding. You don't actually suck. Wrong one. No. I got one, don't I? Do I really have only planes in my default setup? Seriously? Wow. Don't forget Cloud needed help to obliterate Bahamut. The other problem with Cloud is Cloud does not have the sheer endurance that Dante does. Dante can and has survived multiple extremely grievous wounds. So I think Cloud would beat the crap out of Dante, but Dante would outlast him. Neo Crusader, Mandalorians, or Deathwatch? Tough one, but I'm gonna go with the Deathwatch on that. Doom Guy versus the Quake Ranger. Oh, definitely Doom Guy. Gotta have I have no idea. They're equal. Dragera, this is a game called Ogre Battle. It's on the SNES, and I highly recommend it. It's actually a really, really complicated, convoluted, awesome game. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw away... damn, I actually have really good cards. Let's go ahead and not throw away any cards. Well, it depends on which Diablo we're talking about, admittedly, Aljonix, but admittedly, I thought you meant Diablo as in Diablo from Diablo, the Blizzard series, and Dante from Dante's Inferno. Damn it. Yeah, the Lord of Terror versus Dante's Inferno. Wow, Redshirt Fact Checker versus me? Oh, definitely him. in far as a fact-checking contest. If it was a fight, I'm pretty sure I would stomp the living crap out of that guy. Sorry, I used to actually fight in real life. I win. I agree, by the way. Ogre Tactics was also a lot of fun. Okay, Batman versus Doctor Who. They team up, and they win everything forever. Master Chief beat Doomguy. Did he really? That's hilarious. Diablo versus Deathwing. I'm gonna give that to Deathwing. Deathwing versus Smaug. Deathwing again. Diablo versus Dante the Poet. The Poet, excuse me. Oh, definitely Dante the Poet. I'm kidding. Oh god, my back. Diablo versus DMC's Dante. I'm actually still gonna give that to Diablo. Dante certainly has some endurance, but Diablo would just kind of keep going and keep going and keep going. And since we've taken the Soul Stone out of the picture, Diablo would never really stop, keep going, unless Dante was able to apply a significant amount of power to actually eradicate his very existence, which Dante can't because Dante doesn't have that kind of power. So yeah, actually I guess the real answer would be stalemate. So stalemate is my answer. Yes, I do, Kurogama. In fact, when they first mentioned Deathwing, I was like, really? Deathwing with his Arthas. Does sorry, I assume you mean the second Lich King, Durgel. In which case, the question is, does he also have the Scourge at his back? The Dalek Empire versus the Imperium of Man. Nobody. They would exterminate each other forever until, and basically an eternal war that kind of would mess up all of reality. I'm about to lose my front unit there. So we need to get some reinforcements now. If Dragera, if you told me Sora was actually the final villain of Kingdom Hearts 3, I cannot begin to express how unsurprised I would be. I also still think he actually is Kingdom Hearts, but I know a lot of you think I'm crazy for that one. Kingdom of Amalur is an awesome game I recommend you play. It's a combination of an Elder Scrolls game, a pseudo God of War style game. It's really, really hard to explain. Watch it on YouTube sometime. It would get it off better than I can. But I do recommend it. It's actually really awesome. Batman. Favorite strategy game or series? Yeah, actually. However, do you mean real-time strategy or turn-based strategy or grand strategy? Yeah, there we go, Mariah Cole. That's a pretty good way to put that. I told you I was going to lose that fight. Like I said, this is the first match, battle that actually gets kind of rough. They send a lot of guys at you in their first wave, and they suck. Oh, excuse me. Alright, Bandit King, favorite RTS. As much as I hate myself for this, I'm probably going to go ahead and give to StarCraft 2, if we count Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm as one game. A very close follow-up would be Warcraft 3. Not that those are the only RTS games I like, but because of their phenomenal gameplay, incredible polish, and wonderful storytelling, they get the tops. They get the top slot. Second follower-up would probably be, and you're probably going to think me weird of this, Total Annihilation. Also in the top 10-ish of RTS games would be Command & Conquer Red Alert 2, and which I liked better than 1 or 3, although I like all 3, I might add. And Age of Mythology, and I'm trying to think of some other big ones that really deserve to be up there. I don't know, whatever. Favorite turn-based strategy game. That's a lot trickier, but I'm probably going to have to go ahead and give that to, well, let me actually think about that. Honestly, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and give that to the game I'm playing right now. I know this isn't really turn-based in that sense of the word, but it's certainly not real-time. Although it is kind of pseudo-real-time, but whatever, this is an awesome game, and it deserves to be on that list. If you will not allow me to pick this one, I'll go ahead and go with Final Fantasy Tactics as my second follow-up. Third follow-up, or I'm sorry, third category, which is Grand Strategy. Honestly, that used to be Master of Orion 2, but that's been changing lately. Master of Orion 2, Civilization 2, Civilization 5 with both DLCs, and that is important. And, I feel like I'm missing one that deserves to be up there. Oh, by the way, Homeworld. The Homeworld series also should be in the top RTS category. Sorry, I forgot about that. I feel like there's another grand strategy game that... Oh, duh. I'm sorry. Alpha Centauri. Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. So I'm actually going to go and say Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri is actually my favorite grand strategy game. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, that's the number one slot easily. Do I like the Galactic Civilizations? I liked 2. I'm actually really looking forward to 3. Although it's a shame because I don't know when it's going to come out. I have virtually no information about it at all except for they're making it. Alpha Centauri is an awesome grand strategy game made in the style of Civilization 2, and as I just said, is probably, in my opinion, one of, if not the best, grand strategy games ever made. Usually referred to as the 4X genre, if you don't know what grand strategy means. Or if I'm using it improperly, because I may be. But I usually lump the two together because of obvious reasons, really. But yeah, 4X games is what I'm talking about, basically. If you'll notice, every single game I just mentioned was a 4X game. Several things on Dead Elvis. Number one, the flavor of the setting and the backstory was well developed, and there was actual characters, and very fun characters behind that. And it was very horrifying in that wonderfully subtle way. Number two, it allowed terrain modification, and I don't just mean, setting up a map, whatever. I mean, it was actually a thing. There was such a unit as a terraformer, and can actually raise and lower terrain, and that was not only fascinating in its wonderful usage, but on top of that was a viable strategy. I actually can't think off the top of my head of another 4X game that has actually allowed terraforming as a weapon other than Spore. So those two things by themselves really elevate that game above the rest, in my opinion. Otherwise, it's just a very competent 4X game. And yeah, I agree, Zed Slayer. All of that is such a horrifying, terrifying game when it comes down to it. Ugh. Did I ever play DDR at all? Yes, I did. When it was, in the arcades and stuff. I don't know if it ever came to handheld, actually. Or, not handheld, Hey, look! It's a bot! But yes, I used to play DDR. We lost, even though we won! Okay, they're not attacking over here at all. That's very strange. So, Warren! Apparently Warlock lets you do that. Does it really? What Warlock game was I playing? Hang on, I'm firing up Steam here. No, I don't play anything through Origin. I uninstalled Origin. Screw Origin. Hang on just a second, guys. What is that game name? Warlock Master the Arcane is what I was playing, and I don't believe there was anything like that in there. So, am I just an idiot and didn't know how to do terraforming, Wilson? Which is entirely possible. Not in a long time, Che Guevara. I like how we keep winning and leveling. Or, I'm sorry, losing and leveling. For those of you wondering, there's actually a lot of factors that go into whether or not you win a battle or not, but it mostly has to do with who did the most actual damage. And that sucks, because we just lost a city. You really don't want to lose a city. You get a really bad thing for it. So anyways, Dragera, I like chili. Love chili. Give me chili. Yay, Wasteland's coming to Steam and GOG. About frickin' time. It's only taken 70 billion years. Ah, got you, Wilson. I must have missed it, because I didn't see it at all. By the way, Homeworld is awesome. I know I already said that, but it deserves to be repeated. Wonder if I have that on here. I don't think I do. Wait, I've got it, guys. Okay, you ready for this? This is, in fact, my favorite real-time strategy game. Behold! So, actually, in all honesty, not only have I always been a huge SimCity fan, but I actually did play the hell out of this game on the SNES. I do have a question for any of you out there who have actually played this game. Am I the only one who really likes the music of this? Of the SNES SimCity? Am I the only one? Because I really do. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, the DRM free version on it, Elvis. I've actually played every version of SimCity that I'm aware of, not counting ports, which don't count. My favorite is 2000, by the way, but I know a lot of people share that. Hey, Dr. Wright. Alright guys, let's do this. Let's make the best city ever. There it is. Okay, so I want to do... right up. So how many of you, when you're playing this, found out that you could actually gain just a little bit of extra room by building on the edge of the terrain there, and you were like, oh my god, I found the biggest secret ever! Because you were kind of young when you played this game. Actually, I really like Yasunori Mitsuda. She's probably my second, I'd say, favorite composer overall. Do you really, Deathwing? That's awesome. I said Yoko Shimomura was my second. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow, I'm tired. I'm tired. I thought you said Yoko Shimomura, not Yasunori Mitsuda. I'm sorry. Take that back, take that back. I actually really don't like Yasunori Mitsuda. Sorry. God, I'm tired. So anyways, let's go ahead and get a power plant going here. God, I'm retarded. Sorry guys, sorry. A SimCity Mega Man game? Oh, dude, that would be so freaking awesome, Bandit King. I would make the hell out of that game. And then, you know, play it, obviously. Seriously, I would play the unholy hell out of that game. And there would be no escaping my wrath. So to speak. Yes, I have, actually, Dragera. It's quite good. I recommend it for anybody who's into that sort of thing. A Star Wars SimCity game would also be awesome. Rebellion came kind of close. Didn't quite make it there. And yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm also one of those people who really liked Empire at War, even though I know a lot of people didn't. Ideal pizza toppings. Mushrooms and jalapenos. Easily. No, now, Jagera. They might, by simple random chance, leave it alone and do their own thing with it. And let them do their own thing with it, I mean. Actually, I should have done that. Oh, well, whatever. Arsha and Gaia... Oh, I'm sorry. Godzilla versus Deathwing. Deathwing. Old or new. Godzilla doesn't matter. Kingdom Hearts Tower Defense for the iOS. See, stop giving them terrible ideas, guys. We already have enough iOS games that kind of suck from... Hey guys, we're a town now. Let's see, Deathwing, the Destroyer of Worlds, who can literally crack the earth, or a guy who either has the litheness and agility of a T-Rex, basically, a really big T-Rex raptor thing, or has nuclear breath and durability. Yeah, no, I'm definitely giving that to Deathwing. Sorry. Kingdom Hearts, all the bravest. And this is when I kill Dragera. Hey look, it's my house, guys. Or I guess I was supposed to say I can see my house from here. I know, isn't it funny, Zed? If you've ever seen Will Wright in person, it's hilarious. He is a total geek. He looks like a nerd. Fun fact, changing your tax rate at this point does not change the results. For anyone who's wondering. Yeah, it's another good way to put that, Zed. If you got me Al the Bravest for Christmas, Undead Elvis, I would go ahead... You'd have to buy me an iPhone first, too, because I don't have one, or an Android or whatever. But first, you would have to go ahead and buy me a phone, and then I'd go ahead and stream it, and then I would go ahead and stream me destroying it with a hammer. And it would very quickly go viral, and I would become very popular. And it would be awesome. Arsha and Gaia... I would need to come up with like a new sequence for that. Arsha and Gaia examines Final Fantasy All the Bravest. Oh wow, what a fascinating game. Smash, 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 screw you game, screw you, smash, 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 smash. Yeah, no kidding, Undead Elvis. Why would anybody want the Oculus Rift, though? That's the real question. Call of Xehanort. Call of Xehanort Edition. Whoop. There we go. Godzilla versus Syndragosa versus Arthas versus Sauron. Me. I'm the winner of that one, Ojunix. So, The way it's going to work, Reaper, is I'm going to go ahead and be playing Final Fantasy 1 on the Origins version, Final Fantasy 2 Origins with cheats, Final Fantasy 3 DS with cheats, Final Fantasy 4 DS without cheats, because I don't actually know if I have any cheats for the FF4DS. Anyways, I might cheat out FF4 just because it's a long game, but I don't want to. FF5 GBA version, probably no cheats again. FF6 SNES version, absolutely no cheats. FF7, FF8, and FF9, no cheats, PSN versions. FF10, PS2, cheats. And then, at that point, throughout the marathon, people will have had the option of donating towards whether or not I will, or indeed will not, play Final Fantasy X-2, and whether or not I will play FF13. So at that point, you know, if people have donated for me to play FF12, or FF10-2, then I will play FF10-2, and then I will move on to FF12, which I will be playing with cheats. Only 2 cheats, actually. Actually, no, I'm sorry, only 1 cheat, excuse me. And then I will be playing FF13, maybe, obviously without cheats, because I lack the ability. And I don't have access to a copy of 13.2, thank God. So that's off the list. And then I will do a bonus game after the end of all of that called All the Bravest. I mean... yes, it will be a sing-along if people donate for it. And I'm not kidding. If you donate for it, yeah. I will sing What Can I Do For You to the greatest extent of my ability. And yes, I know FF7 is easy. That's not actually the problem, Jojo. The problem is... realistically speaking, these games are dozens of hours long, and I'm going to be streaming the whole game, and to be perfectly frank, real life gets in the way both for me and my viewers, so I don't actually want to make... I don't actually want to be playing the games for forever, so if I can cheat to speed up the actual gameplay part of the game, even though I don't actually really want to, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do so. In fact, most of the games I'm not cheating for, it's just because I can't. Or in the case of FF6, because it's FF6. I will not be playing into the bonus FF4 stuff. And apparently my citizens demand a fire department. Not surprising. There we go. If you want to donate for any game that I did not just list, I will at least consider it. However, there are a couple of problems. First of all, I will not be playing Crisis Core. Hang on, I like this music. Okay, so, I absolutely will not be playing Crisis Core, because I lack the ability to stream PSP. I absolutely will not be playing any game that I don't own, or don't have the ability to stream. That's really what it comes down to. So keep that in mind. FF Tactics is another good example of a game I lack the ability to stream, unfortunately. And I do say unfortunately, I actually kind of would like that, but whatever. I'm not emulating the PSP. Every time I try to use that damn thing, it screws up. I do not feel like dealing with that garbage again. So no. Yeah, basically, Dr. Todd. I don't own Time Crisis 4, so I'm afraid I can't. What do you mean, Ojunix? You want me to just pull up YouTube and fire up all the cutscenes from Crisis Core? Okay, here's YouTube. I don't understand what you're going for there. I mean, what's the point of that? The only thing I could talk about is the ending, really. That's the only thing I have to talk about Crisis Core, when it comes down to it. At least that I feel is worth talking about. Better way to put that. Yeah, exactly, Bandit King. No. Yeah, actually, Zed, Dissidia would be another game that I would probably actually go ahead and stream if I could. Dissidia 2, to be more specific, but I would definitely do it. But whatever. Oh, it's not that, Durgil. It's that there's nothing I feel really deserves... Or, I'm sorry, how do I put this? It's not deserve. I feel like the only thing I have anything worth saying about is regarding the ending. I think everything else about Crisis Core is fairly self-explanatory and very awesome, don't mistake me. But again, it would be one of those things where it'd be a very short video. Because it'd be like, well, this is awesome, that's awesome, this is awesome, now let's talk about this one thing that I actually have something to talk about. Fantasy Star Online. God, I haven't played that in forever. And I haven't heard about the sequel. So, no. Tattoos. I am not a tattoo person. I have no tattoos. However, excuse me, if I was to get a tattoo, I would get a full-body tribal tattoo set in the style of the emblem of the Empire. Across most of my right shoulder, specifically. I agree, Deathwing. Hang on. Okay, he dodged the cars. By the way, I will also donate to either... It's going to be another donation war situation, just like with FF10-2. And also with FF13. I will have a donation war to either laugh along with the laughing scene, or mute the game during the laughing scene. It'll be up to you guys. I haven't decided yet, Dr. Tot. I actually kind of want to replay Recoded, because I only breezed through it, and I barely remember it, to be honest with you. So, I'm going to breeze through it again. I think I have cheats for the game this time, so I'm going to go ahead and breeze through it, and see if there's anything worth saying. If there isn't, I'm just going to skip it and move on to Dream Drop Distance. No, there's nothing wrong with you, Dragera. And let's make this clear, I do understand the laughing scene. I do. And yes, I know it was kind of ruined in the English version. I get that too. That's not the point. Point is, whatever the reason for it being there, it's still an annoying scene to some people, like myself, for example. So, that being said, some people just don't get into that. So here's a question for you guys. How many of you really, really worked on getting, I believe it was Metropolis was the most you can physically get on this practice island? That it was physically impossible to get Megalopolis on the practice island. But how many of you really tried to get Metropolis here and spent a really long time min-maxing every single square of resource on the whole island to do it? Well, see, that's just blackmail at that point on Daedalus. That's terrible. Che Guevara, I hate to tell you this, but all of this stuff over here is actually military bases, so... I'm already oppressing the hell out of Che Guevaraville. Yes, I named it after you. But you guys can decide when I actually do the stream. I will make it clear... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. What the donation wars are. I like the one road that leads over here. What I like most about this is the year 1902. We have nuclear power, fully functional, you know, steam and industrial things and cityscapes and all that stuff in 1902. And if that doesn't blow your mind, we could build an airport in 1902 if we had the money. Excuse me, what time is it? Whoa! Later than I thought it was. So, someone just asked me a question today in a YouTube comment. I actually meant to answer it first, and I totally forgot about it until just now. Ow! Someone asked me, what is it you do with your spare time? Which is actually a really funny question, because I actually don't have a lot anymore. And I'm not complaining, I'm really not. But I actually spend most of my actual time working on my streams or my YouTube videos, I really do. It is basically my job at this point. Now that's the goal, that's what I'm working on. But my spare time, I like to play World of Warcraft, of course, and I like to play the occasional game that isn't on my list to view. Right now I'm playing through Pokemon White, excuse me, 1. I never actually finished it because I never got around to it because real life and illness and whatnot got in the way, so I'm really enjoying that. But there's one other thing I've been doing lately, and I want to stress, guys, I am a total and complete geek, okay? I have been making a complete rule set for a Warcraft-based tabletop D&D rule set based on my own variant rule set, the Mega Saiyan rule set. That's what I've been doing in my spare time, and I've been doing that a lot in my spare time. Like, I'm already done with a lot of it and many of the classes, and yeah, so in case any of you doubted the kind of geek I am, I think that gets across the point nicely. And whoever it was who asked that question, there's your answer. Speaking of which, just looking over my notes right now on that. Oh, tax time. Well, I'm not a nerd, but I am a geek, and I am also a nobody, and I am also a one-winged angel, and the Lich King, and a few dozen other things. I need to finish mages. I was just working on mages before I started the stream. Not really, Drigger. I'm not good at explaining stuff. But, one of the things I like to think about most when it comes to programming is understanding that mathematically balancing everything out is probably the single most important thing in programming for me, the way I do it, so that's my answer. I just shook this up a bit. There we go. Anyways, I'm going to go and stop streaming here, but I will be streaming the end of Frozen Throne tomorrow, and over the weekend, my sister and I will be streaming Zelda Twilight Princess basically whenever she's up for it. So, hopefully, I will see you guys there. Otherwise, I will talk to you when I see you next.